What's up? Welcome to the Zodiac Show. Once again, it's your host, Kevin Tate, and it's no place I'd rather be. And I'm a Gemini. And the topic for the day, is men or women with daddy or mama issues, are they ready for marriage? Come on, I want to know, man. Put your sign in the comments and put your hearts in the air. Two Masters, what's up? Juicy, what's up? The Gospel Heifers are in here. Forever Loving Genuine, what's poppin'? For Shawnee, what's up? Come on up in this thing, y'all. Thank y'all for everybody following my YouTube channel. Everybody that tuned in. Tracy, she's so crazy. What's up? Shay NYC, I see you. Hey, Libra, don't tip my scales. I see you up in this thing. Come on. What's up, Cleon? Gospel Heifers all day. What's that? Dunny G. Cancer's in the building. I need to get that topic in there too. Hold up. Let me see. I'm gonna try to type it. Let's try to type this joint.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Topic. Are people with parent issues ready for marriage? I want to know. I want to know. There we go. Mr. Blue. That's an Aquarius. What's up? You say nope, huh? And when somebody say nope, that's different from saying no. Shout out my dog Brandon Lewis. That's a little different than saying no. Nope is like, hell nope. Why the fuck would you even think about some shit like that? Fuck it, y'all. We jump right into this thing, man. We jump right into this thing. Come on. Should Kevin do this? Damn. Fuck, I gotta type that again, though. What's up, Juicy?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. I see you popped in on the early. What's up with it?
Nothing.
You just woke up? You in a different spot?
I'm in the same spot, just different.
Same spot, different time.
I want a love seat.
Ooh, in the dark. I ain't mad at it. Listen, it's people with daddy or mama issues. Are they ready for marriage? Can they make good marriage partners?
I need to resolve that first.
What do you mean by that? It's got to be a little more simple than that. You can't just say that.
What you mean?
Because, if it was that easy, why they ain't solved already?
Well, it's not easy, but you have to come to a place in your life where you have to say, well, okay, I'm not going to... Okay, for instance, in my example, my real father doesn't want anything to do with me. So for years, that really affected me in my relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And
which way, if you don't mind
remember
me
how
asking?
I told you that a dude would say something like, well, I can just leave.
Mm.
And I'd be like, well, get the fuck on then.
Exactly, because you're
start
used to
helping
them
him pack
leaving.
his shit because I'm used to him leaving.
You're
So
accustomed. You're waiting for the man to
I
leave.
wait for it. Right. So as soon as they drop any kind of hint like, oh, they want to leave. Oh, okay.
Right. So you don't want to get caught up in that hurt. So you jump out in front and say, go on and get the fuck on before you hurt me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then soon as they leave, you're
like, I ain't no punk bitch.
So, but I mean, like, so in other ways, has it affected you in other ways? Well, in a way where it has you a problem with dealing with men besides them leaving.
Yeah, I don't trust what nobody said.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, are you?
Let me rewind. I don't feel like I can depend on, like, if somebody say, if a dude tell me he gonna do something for me, I don't put two shits worth into that. Like, I don't.
You don't bet on it.
Nah.
Wow. Have you been proven wrong a lot?
No.
Really?
Really?
Damn. I wonder what Kenny think about that shit. I wonder he know you on here saying that shit.
What do you think about that, Kenny?
My nigga Kenny say she say she ain't been proved wrong yet. People disappoint her all the time, so she says she ain't got time for that shit. She
But see,
always get disappointed.
what I did is stop expecting shit. If you don't expect nothing, you can't be disappointed.
But do you settle for less, not expecting things?
Do I settle for less?
Not expecting things. Good question, right?
Yeah, that is
Like,
a good.
you know, are you settling? If you don't expect nothing, then how can you, or then you have to be, you just take what the universe gives and deal with it from there, because you know what I'm saying? It's got to be, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
Myself short though, but I mean, you know,
Kenny, what you think? People with daddy issues and mama issues, and men and women can have them.
Right.
What you think about that shit? Are they ready for a relationship? Are you ready for somebody to love you? See, sometimes we ain't even ready. We ain't in shape to be loved, bro. We don't know how to be loved.
right.
We get uncomfortable when somebody love on us. We don't trust them.
So in the
When
comments, they're asking, "Am I capping?"
they asking you that, Kenny, they
They're
like, is she
asking,
a
"Am I?"
motherfucker?
They're like, Kenny, is she capping? Right,
Everybody think we're in a deep ass relationship.
right.
Y'all is, nigga. That's been. What is you talking about, nigga?
Kevin,
Y'all.
We a Zodi
Kevin,
gang. We a Zodi gang
Oh,
couple.
okay, yeah. That's good enough. That's good enough, nigga. We asking about you every time we see Juicy. We talk to you more than Juicy now,
that's real
really.
talk.
Really, when we pop on, then
I
it
don't
be
think I
you.
fucking like that. Now
but
that you mention it,
but real talk though. But real talk though, like, because you know, if you know, that is trauma too. Trust is trauma. And you know, let me ask you, were you tight with your pops, Kenny?
No.
And how did that affect you in relationships, man?
Uh, to be honest, bro, I don't feel like it affected me in my relationship so much. If anything, I know it made me it made me a better father. Just because I knew what I didn't want my kids to go through. But as far as relationship goes, I had pretty solid dudes around me that, you know what I mean.
Right.
And my mom raised me well enough to know how to treat a woman. So
Right, but I want to unpack that a little more, because I think a lot of times when we speak, especially us as men, when we start to speak about, you know, daddy issues, if we had them, if we start to speak about daddy issues, a lot of times, and this is a lot of times, not in all cases,
you put your
but
feet.
but our jerk, our jerk reaction is to say, you know what, I was cool, you know, in relationships, you know, because my pops taught me how to treat, or my mom taught me how to treat, you know, the first jerk reaction is to be like, yo, I was good, shit. I was good. I handled the shit on my own, when it might be other things. You know what I'm saying? It might be shit where, you know, you trying to figure out, you know, you put a lot of eggs in women baskets trying to learn how to be a man within relationships and shit, you know, because niggas be winging it, right?
right, period. Yeah, that's period.
Because nigga, hey, I'm going to say this. I knew my pops. I didn't necessarily grow up with him. I spent time with him in the summers and shit like that. But on a day-to-day basis, nah. And I found that, you know, I had to find my way. I had to figure out what a quote unquote real man was, right?
Right.
Because on the block, the only niggas was dope dealers and ball players and fiends, right? So it's like, who do you really look up to besides your coaches? So you try to figure out. So every woman that come across you and say some shit, oh, that ain't a real man. You don't know what the fuck to think when you 2021. You like, oh shit, I'm supposed to fucking lift the whole goddamn truck on my own. And it be the same women that don't even have pops and dads, and you know, and be searching for a dad and they man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue too. What you think about that, dog?
I mean, that's all facts. So the thing about it is, you know, see what women don't understand. It's so crazy, bro, because even growing up, right, you can recognize the girls, and you know what I mean, that didn't really have a
Yep,
male figure in their life.
yep.
But even some that did, that was just rebellious and shit. You know, you can notice the different characteristics of females growing up, bro.
Yeah, that's real. And
Um,
the sad thing about it, they prey on them ones.
I
Sometimes
know
they,
that was my next statement. It's
right?
just like with any kind of information, man. The right information in the wrong hands is detrimental to anybody. So I don't know. I know me, bro. I know me personally, man. I'm just a different breed, bro. Like, and what I mean by that is even knowing
Oh,
that information, because I had sisters too.
Yeah.
So younger sisters, and we ended up in the same school and shit like that. So I mean, but I rocked out. I rocked out the same way, bro. I just wasn't one of those dudes that chose to take advantage of female. You know what I mean? Like
Yes. Yes.
I ain't never want to do that, bro. So I didn't. But knowing, having those signs, you know what I mean? Like you can always tell, you know, when a female has certain issues. I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
always. That's not, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to get
Yeah,
nobody.
I mean, because listen, we as people are masters at painting shit and hiding shit. So,
Right.
you know, we've learned to mask that pain so much it looks beautiful, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to miss the point that two things. First of all, we don't want to miss the point that there are mother issues and men are affected by mother issues. We're gonna
That's
get
true.
into
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna definitely get into that. Now,
So
Jumpman made a statement. He said, "My mom taught me how to treat a woman, but my pops didn't teach me how to be a man." And that's the difference. So a lot of times niggas be chasing women around trying to do what they mama taught them to do to women that are not motherfucking that don't require or do not require but don't deserve it.
Oh, I know
Right?
what you're saying.
We
What?
so
Nah,
busy trying to be a gentleman because we
nah,
ain't, you know what I mean, trying to do this because that's
nah.
what our mama taught us.
But look though, I believe this too though. Again, and this ain't taking nothing away from no females, nothing like that. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I ain't trying to I ain't trying to treat, and excuse my language, no hoe like no housewife,
Right.
regardless of what my mama taught me, because if I'm marrying this shit after my mama, then automatically every woman don't deserve certain kind of treatment. Because you
Yeah.
ain't moving a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. You know, if you a female, and this is just real spill, so the women can keep it real about this shit if they want to, or they can get upset about it, or whatever the case is. But listen, at the end of the day, when a woman carries herself and moves a certain kind of way, that's the way a man gonna treat her. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Even on this social media shit, we all grown. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. We all grown, but you got a female that, you know, a lot of people, oh, well, this just social media. This ain't real life. Well, bitch, you sitting here, got you wearing lingerie and every goddamn picture you post. What you mean this ain't real life?
Right.
What is a nigga gonna think about? And see,
right.
for me, you know, you opening up the floodgates for the DMs and all of that. I don't even want to deal with no woman like that.
They be searching for that man. They be searching for that
Man.
motherfucking validation from men. You
But
know,
right.
and you know what? And look, men do too, bro.
Oh yeah.
Men do too,
Yeah.
man. Men be out here searching for validation. They want to.
Yes, sir.
That's why a woman controls a man a lot of time with, why don't you be a real man? A real man to do this. A real man to do that. And a lot of times niggas don't know they daddy and they don't know what a real man is. So these bitches control them by that shit because they want to be a real man. They want to be respected as a real man by their woman. And when a woman
Well,
hit them with that, a lot of men be thrown the fuck off and don't know what to do. But if you had a real man telling you, look, man, you
hey,
don't need to
look.
hear that shit.
Hey, look, bro. She got to show me her resume.
Her whole
You got
fact.
to show me your
Tell
resume.
my nigga see it.
How you gonna try to call me out about being a real man? What's your resume?
Right.
Who the fuck is you?
Who is your pops?
Because if you the same motherfucker that's out here twerking and you a party girl and shit, you ain't about to tell
Oh,
me how to be no real man.
whoa, real talk.
You ain't about to tell me how to be no real man. That shit she
Women,
talking about out the window. I ain't even listening to you. Shut up.
right? Because women, sometimes
Shut up.
women, sometimes women be feeling like shit. If you ain't here to just make me fucking happy, then really you ain't a real man. I need a real man to make me happy. You need a
Yeah,
real
life.
psychiatrist.
Yeah, but you need to be living real life.
Yeah,
I got
real talk
responsibilities. I got shit to do. So I'm not sitting up under no woman, bro.
all day,
I'm
all
not gonna
day.
cause guess what? You sit up under that woman. Guess what she gonna say? Oh, why you ain't out doing that? You ain't no real man. Oh, so which the fuck one is
A real
it?
man to pay attention to his wife. A real man to go out and get money. Bitch, what do you want me to do?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cool,
Cleona
cool. What up?
said,
That's
yes,
good. What up?
Kenny, with the
Mm,
clapping hands.
What?
yeah, Kenny,
She
Kenny
agrees
be
with
talking.
what you're saying.
Oh,
Kenny be talking
Cleona?
some shit. Yeah, you know. Well, listen, y'all need y'all to stay here, man. That screen
Yeah, we
dark as
don't.
hell.
I don't deal with no dum dums. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
no, I don't know what you're saying. What do you mean?
what are you
Oh, you
saying?
talking about my man? Oh, you talking about man Kenny? You like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, like, what you give me some credit?
Has to spark my intellect as well as my loins.
Yeah, yo, Lauren, you know what?
I got that from a
What's
movie.
up, Chef?
That was Coming
What's
to
up, Chef?
America.
Mm-hmm. Coming, oh, your loins. You know what? But listen, y'all have a very interesting point of view, and I need y'all to stay here as long as y'all can. When y'all get through chilling,
It's really not cool the way you talk to him the most of the time on the live, and then you just kind of like,
well,
okay, Juicy, well, it's good seeing you.
when I tapped in, I asked you what's up. You just gave me a one-word answer.
I'm
You were
kidding.
like, no. Here's Kenny. Ask him, shit. Ask him. But yo, I'm glad you popped in. Hey, I'm glad you popped. I'm gonna see what 2 masters equal to PhD. She ain't fucking with you, Kenny. I'm gonna see what she talking about.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
All right, Zodiac Show. Let's go. Man, come on, man. Sage Brown, what's up? Pure Honey, what's up? Livernois Sounds and Custom. That sound like the city. What up, though? Yeah, she get credit for bringing Kenny to the Zodiac Show. Where you at? 2 masters. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Eddie and Londa, what's up? Gemini, gang. I see you moving that thing. I will bullies. What up? Web Designs, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, what now? What you wasn't all the way 100% feeling when
No, I
Kenny
just
was
didn't
talking about.
understand the connection between twerking and real men. Like, I just didn't understand that connection. I agree with the whole.
But you were saying, like, how does it, if a woman twerks, that means that she doesn't know what a real man is?
Well, whatever he was saying, because he was making a connection between a woman who twerk essentially isn't worth something. I don't even understand. It didn't make sense.
He was saying, let me check your resume. Shit, you online twerking and doing all this for attention and shit, and you telling me I ain't a real man? And you on here twerking on the internet for attention and showing your ass cheeks out here for attention, and you telling me I'm not a real man?
Maybe it's a deeper story behind it, because that just doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, first of all,
Like,
somebody got to learn how to spell twerker in here. You spelled it wrong, and Maluxo spelled it wrong. She a tweeter, and you was tweeting. Twerking is what we talk about. There she goes. She fixed it. But, yeah, I mean, no, twerking don't make you a bad person. But if you're on the internet doing that, right, that's like, would you have been doing that without the internet? Right? So that speaks to a type of person. I didn't say it was a bad person, but it speaks to a type of person if we talking about what a real man and a real woman would do.
I just think those things don't have a connection. But
I ain't mad at that. You know, but really, if you that type of woman that's on here, you know, okay, so what do you think about the twerkers on the internet? I love them. Let me just, hey.
Of course.
Do you, boo? I love
like, people like them, so people continue to do them.
Right. But now, would you do it?
I've had my fair shares of times where, like, when I was in the gym heavy and I was, like, really toned, like, I was proud of my body.
I've never seen you before. I've never seen your body before, but you know what? You look very thin. Like you might be a slim girl. Not thin, but you're like, you might be. No?
I wish, I mean, if I had pants on, then I would actually get up and show you guys. Ooh. But I don't have no pants on. Yeah. I'm like in a t-shirt and panties. So.
Oh, okay. I ain't mad. I'm about to see what the fuck going on.
I mean, I used to be really, I said it before, I was size 00.
Oh, word. I remember that, yeah. Right.
And that's what I remember. I'm more like Coke bottle-y, you know, but.
Nah, it's Coke bottle. Oh!
I said Coke bottle-y.
Okay, Coke bottle-y. 2 liter or 16 ounce?
Look at, if you saw me, you probably like, oh, I didn't expect, a lot of people say they didn't expect my body to look the way it looked. I just say I went to Mexico to make everybody feel better.
Oh, I can dig it. Well, check this out. I ain't mad at it, but look.
But to answer the question.
Yeah, on that tip.
Yeah, it's a no.
No, huh?
No. If you have mommy, daddy issues, I mean, just naturally, that toxicity is going to spill into your relationship. It's going to spill into several relationships, not just the romantic one. It's going to spill into your friendships, spill into your work relationships. That's why I think it's very healthy for people to go to therapy.
I knew that was coming. I knew the big T word was coming out, or the C word, counseling.
Yeah, but it's really healthy because I'm not going to lie. I was able to reframe the way I approached work from getting therapy and wanting to be a better mom because I just didn't want to raise my daughter the way my mom, raised me.
But I gotta go? Do I gotta go though? That's the thing. Do I gotta go? If we're in a relationship, do I have to go?
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I do not want to be with someone who's not willing to go to therapy.
But you got the daddy issue, not me. Go do your shit. I'm watching the
I
game.
don't even have daddy issues
Why?
anymore.
Why I gotta go in here? Like, God, you be the one crying and shit. Go in there. No, but what I'm saying is, I think in that instance, counseling is the perfect tool. But I think that it's something that needs to be done before you try to combine lives. Because the hardest part about somebody having daddy issues or mama issues is not acknowledging them and acting like just choosing to move through life like I'm just right. And this is just what it is. Bitch, you have no form, nothing to fucking look. You ain't looked at shit. You ain't learned shit. Right? And men too. And some people have them issues and will deny it. Motherfucker ain't cried in 25 years. Motherfucker ain't cried a tear in 25
That's
years.
my ex-boyfriend. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I thought it jumped to my earpod. But yeah, yeah, that's my ex-boyfriend, and that's one of the reasons why I made him, come to therapy with me. But the reason why I want a guy that's open to therapy, it doesn't mean that he has to go, but being open to the fact is, it's taboo to talk about therapy in the Black community. It is really hard for Black people to say, like, yes, I need therapy. We'll find everything but therapy to try to fix ourselves, except like just going to therapy. So I want somebody that's open to the idea, so that if it ever came around that we might need therapy, it wouldn't be this me pulling teeth.
Some people need to call. Some people need to call their daddy and take their daddy to counseling with them. Take their mama to counseling with them.
But you have to understand that some people's parents, like my mom, she's not going to therapy. She
Okay,
actually look at
but
my
that's
mom told
the
me, don't
therapy.
talk about
But
me
hold
in
on. I want to
therapy.
finish. But hold on. I
My
want to
bad.
finish my statement by saying that I want you to take your parents to therapy or have the conversation with your parents. Listen, it's so many people who parents still walk this earth that has issues with the way they were raised and are either afraid or are avoiding having a conversation with their parents. But it's affecting them. It's affecting their weight. It's affecting every man that they come across. They destroy them because they got issues with their mama and their daddy. So they destroy every man they come across. Men with daddy issues and mama issues is leaning on women because they don't know how to stand up, but they don't know what to do. They ain't never been taught. They've been dependent. They mama's boys, but shit, they daddy left. And you know y'all mamas be spoiling y'all boys and then wonder why your daughters call them fuck niggas. But what I'm telling you is that that's just what it is, though. You know, counseling is a real thing. People have to deal with their issues, man. Just have a
I agree
conversation
with
with,
you. I agree with
you
you
know,
100%. But that's just not how therapy works, right?
goodwill.
Like, if
No,
you
no,
want
no,
to
no, 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 no,
go
no.
with your parents, and if your parents are not willing to go, you learn how to still heal without that person there.
No, no. But what I'm saying is have a conversation with your mom. She's walking the earth, like, or
Sometimes
your
people's
dad. Not
parents, I just think that is just not. I get what you're saying, and I agree.
push talk.
If that is available, if that option is available, I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah,
But then some of us don't have that option. I mean, I have that option, right?
right. It's
But some people don't,
okay.
and so you have to learn how to heal on your own with your therapist, of course. But I'm just saying, but like you might have to have that healing process without that person there, even if they're still alive. I know people whose parents are just like, we're not talking about this. We ain't gonna never
Right.
address it. And
Yes,
that's in
I
the
know.
past, and I don't want to bring it up.
Yes,
So
Jay
it's
Lloyd.
like
What's up, dog?
they gotta learn how to heal without that parent.
Yeah, and that's
I
what
had to
Cleon is
learn how to
saying too.
forgive, but I had to learn how to forgive my dad for not being the dad that I needed him to be without him actively. And he's still alive, but
Eddie
he
and Londa.
doesn't want to be the dad I want him to
This is
be.
where we talk about it at Eddie and Londa. This is where we talk about it at. We just talking, but I'm glad you popped in though.
Shut up,
Construction.
Ken.
But yeah, I'm feeling that though. You know.
But yeah, no, you gotta handle your issues. But the thing is this is why I really push for people putting their kids in therapy early. Is we get into relationships.
No.
Yeah, yes. Put your kids in therapy. I'm gonna tell you why. We get into relationships at what age? 16, 18, we're already dating, and then you're telling people you need to go and heal and get rid of your mommy and daddy issues before you get in a relationship. How are you gonna do that if you're dating so
No,
early.
no,
Oh God.
no. You do not put your fucking kids in no therapy, yo.
What is wrong with that?
Listen,
Black people, we got to do better. We really just got to do
Time
better.
out,
We gotta do
time
better.
out for a minute. You mean to tell me that children are born needing therapy? Who the fuck? Listen, you are your child's therapy. You be there for your child and
Are
love
you
your child.
kidding me?
Are you telling me that children need to go to therapy and have somebody mind fucking them at 5? For what?
Why do you guys think of therapists as these evil people that are
No,
mind
but
fucking
why?
your kids?
But why? What do they want to talk to a child about?
There is so much that kids go. Look it. Each kid is different. I'm not saying that every single child has
You
to go
said black
early,
people need to
but
look at getting their kids.
we need to consider. Okay, I said look at, consider, because a lot of us are in denial about the fact that some of our kids need therapy. I'm not saying it's the same as a relationship, right? I'm not saying that my man gotta go in order for us to be together, but having an open mind to it, because what happens is some of these kids need therapy, we don't consider it, shit get worse, and now they're in jail. I'm not saying that applies to everyone. I'm just saying that that's what it could look like.
So let me ask you a little bit about therapy, right? Just to make sure I'm sure. So we got 2 parents, right? And they got a kid, right? They have the option to raise that kid, be on that kid. What are they going to ask this person? What is the purpose of it? What do you want? You want to take your 6-year-old and you want to take, they said kids, the kids that are traumatized, but traumatized by what? Us? You know what I'm saying? We traumatize our
You don't
kids.
think
Hold on.
there's families out here that are traumatizing their kids?
Yes, but what I'm
There
saying
are
is,
kids being
but
born in abusive
but
relationships.
what I'm saying is we traumatize our kids and then send them to counseling. Like, why traumatize your kids? I don't know.
So first, we just had a conversation of people who get into relationships who need therapy before the relationships, right? We can all agree that
But you
not
can't get your
everybody
parent in there.
But listen. Okay, it's a relationship, a couple, where someone in that relationship needs therapy, right? But they didn't go, but now they're in this relationship. Now they have a kid. That same parent that still needs therapy is now raising a kid. Do you not think that the issue that parent already has doesn't naturally pass it down to their child?
What? But aren't they in a relationship? Aren't she in a relationship with the guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where the balance of a family comes in. If she had a problem being abused, you think she's
can
gonna abuse her daughter with a man standing there? No, that's not gonna happen if he's not into that. So because she was raised fucked up, you mean to tell me that a child has to go to a doctor, a therapist, instead of her taking her ass to a therapist and connecting with her issues? Now we're gonna start putting.
Let's say she does go to therapy. Do you not think that before she was going to therapy, she passed on toxic things to her child? Like,
you're
you guys
guessing.
so are you. You're guessing
No,
and assuming that
no,
because she
you
went through
said
something,
that.
she won't be passing it down to her kid.
But you said
That's an assumption.
But your initial statement was, people, y'all need to start putting y'all kids in therapy.
I'm gonna fix my hat. Let me find
But
the hat so I could.
now you said that we need to put our kids in therapy, and
I
now
said
you
consider.
hold on.
Consider.
Okay, fine. Then you said you painted all these pictures around it. You created a situation to where the kid need therapy. Like, oh, her mama had a bad life, so that's why the kid. No, we're talking about kids. Raise your kids correctly.
You clearly don't work in education because
What
it
do you
is
mean?
not
I've done that
simple.
I've worked in education for 9 years.
So you've seen how these kids come from 2-parent households,
yes.
and all they need is one toxic parent, parent
that
has been.
They need one to care. They just need one parent to care.
No, that is not true. I see 2-parent households all the time.
Right.
One parent care, one doesn't, and that child is suffering. I literally see it.
So your point is,
it should be no issue with parents considering therapy for their kids. Literally, I have kids who are being abused.
No, kids need therapy though. Where you creating all these?
Think it comes from?
No, but it doesn't matter. You're okay, but those are specific situations. You don't put a newsletter out to say go put your kids in therapy because of a select few.
I said consider.
No, don't
having an open mind.
No, you have an open mind if it's trauma. You have an open mind if there's abuse. You have an open mind if there's neglect. But you don't. That's a percentage of people.
Because, but see, like that's the Black community in a whole.
Why?
You guys have to see the worst of the worst to consider something that is totally healthy. There's nothing negative about therapy.
So tell me that I should take my child. Right now, he's only 7. He's young. I should take him and put him in therapy.
No, but I'm just.
Well, why not though? But why not?
Do you feel that he may need it?
No, all kids don't need it.
What you say?
All kids don't need therapy.
I didn't say all kids. I don't think you heard me. I think you find bits and pieces of what I say. I said it should be considered, meaning that it's not an immediate no, kids don't need to be in therapy.
Okay. If something's wrong, then they should go to therapy. I got somebody, Jay, on here. Jay likes your point. I'm going to get another perspective on your end. He likes what you're saying. So I'm going to have him speak on it too, okay?
All right.
All right, he's going to speak on it too. Bye-bye. Zodiac Show, y'all. Let's go. Jay Lord. Listen. Jay Lloyd, I'm coming to get you, man. I want you to help me explain this a little more. Help me out. Zodiac Show, y'all. We lit. Y'all know what it is. 281 shows in a row.
What up?
What up, Jay? Man, break
What's cracking?
Man, good to see you, brother. That hat is dope.
I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, dog. Now listen, man. Help me out, man. Help me unpack this, what she's saying. Go ahead.
Okay, so for what I've been watching.
Yo, TV.
Oh, my bad, bro.
It's all good.
Are you good now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So listen, I agree with her now. I must admit, I've been watching for probably like the last 5 minutes, but one thing I agree with her with is the fact that not all now, let me be fair, because I agree with you as well. That's not this. I don't think she was saying every kid needs therapy. But what I will say is what I agree with you on is that the parents should basically be the therapist for the kid. But if the parents need therapy, there is a good chance that they have passed down upon that kid all of the strife, all of the negativity, the worry, the fear, all of the things that have caused them to have a bad relationship. All of that remnant has been passed down to that kid. Now, therapists have a very special way of connecting with kids that we may not, because they're non-biased in a lot of ways. We're going to be biased against our kids and tell them, you know, how many times have we been told, Kev, growing up, you know, when you said you didn't feel good or something was wrong or you was crying, you was just told to go sit down somewhere, go lay down, go outside, go play, go. It was deflected. A lot of how we were raised, especially us that was raised in the city like we were, a lot of our issues, which is why they say we have PTSD to this day. They have now diagnosed people like me and yourself who grew up in the 80s and 90s with PTSD because it was not dealt with. And because it wasn't dealt with, we might have been better off had we had therapists at 8 or 9 or 10, because it's taboo in the Black community. It's taboo in the Black community for us to feel like we need therapy, even now in the Black community. So I will say this, my point is, I agree with her from the standpoint that it should be considered if you know you're going through things, and most of us as adults know if we're going through something. I'm sorry, it looks like, okay, you ain't froze no more. You was froze a second ago. But it looks like it has to be considered if we know that we can't put our best foot forward for ourselves. We definitely can't do it for our kids.
All right, so wait, I got it before you go too far in your point, because you said you had came in for like the previous 5 minutes, right?
Yes, sir.
Her
Yes,
initial statement was, we need to put our kids in counseling. I said, why we got to put kids in counseling? And then she created, well, if you have trauma, well, everybody didn't have trauma though. Everybody
Correct.
didn't go through that. So the point, she starts smoothing it out with if it's trauma, because I totally agree 100%. If the child is exposed to trauma, being raised, and it's a big problem, absolutely, they should be. But she came on the screen and said, Black people don't want to put their kids in counseling. Well, hold the fuck on. Should I put my kid in counseling? She said no. So I'm like, well, what the fuck? My point exactly. That's all I was saying. I agree with you 100%. And I agree with her point, because you were actually piggybacking that. I agree with her point in that. But she got to making it feel like, oh, you know, she was saying that, yeah, if there's a situation, there's nothing wrong with having a kid who's been fucking passed from, foster home to foster home.
Right.
Witness abuse. And even like you said, just coming up in the 80s and fucking 90s, dog.
Right.
None of it's on tape, bro.
Right, right, right. But see, Kev, the thing is too, at the end of the day, if I'll give you an example, like my wife and I out here, we have an AAU basketball team,
Okay.
and it was when we started it, it was predominantly for girls. Okay, and believe it or not, where we live in the Bay. We live near San Francisco, so we live where people got some money.
Yeah.
Bro, even a lot of these families that have money, Kev, they got two parents, and this is the point that I was piggybacking up for with her mostly is because there's families out here with two parents that make money. On the outside looking in, we would think that, well, what do you have to worry about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you live in a great area, you got money, but at the same time, these kids call my wife, bro, in tears. They write her letters, how they're miserable. I don't know how to deal with it. My dad doesn't treat me right. He's angry all the time. He deflects that onto me. Blah, 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 blah. See, so, I mean, in these particular instances, bro, what seemingly is normal when you feel like I got money, you got a stable household, you got two parents, they're struggling. They're struggling mentally. And I know, to be fair, I know that this is a different breed of kid than we were. We could walk through fire, come out on the other side and still keep playing. These kids can't see fire. Okay, so, I mean, when it comes down to it, I agree with you from the standpoint, Kev, that I don't believe that every kid needs therapy or even, I think it's an option, and I think we got to get comfortable with the option. A lot of times us as in the Black community, we are not comfortable with that option because therapy says weakness to us. And too many of us have been raised to believe that therapy means weakness. And if you can't take care of yourself, then you're weak. You don't have control of your family. You must be crazy, right? That's the narrative, is you must be crazy if you got to go to therapy. And God forbid I got to put my kid in there because what? My kid's crazy at 6? No.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Right. I got you. I totally get it.
Because back to the conversation about how people with parent issues, because that's with marriage, adults. Right. So these people need to go to counseling by themselves. But before counseling, bro, people still have their parents on earth and are afraid to have that conversation that they need to have. It's people that probably dealt with abuse that's scared to speak on it. But it's so bottled up that it's affecting their health, it's affecting their relationships, it's affecting their life. They can't get past it, but they cover it up, and they still got I'm the last, and their parents still walk the earth. And I think that's the real counseling, because it's about just saying it, bro. Like, yeah. And then we go to a counselor and we try to tell them 60% of the story because we can't relay all of it to a counselor. But if you got a parent on earth, that shit gonna hurt. It's gonna be uncomfortable. You gonna cry. And one thing I can say is that's a big part of my growth, bro. Cause like you say, I come from the shit. You dig? Right. So, but I had my conversations, dog, and freed myself of that shit. And it's people that don't free themselves and admit, damn, I feel fucking abandoned by my dad. Yeah. But I will tell you this though. In certain instances, now you're an isolated case, like you were telling her, you're a specific case, Kev. And there are people out here who don't feel comfortable talking to a parent about that because of how they may be looked at. Yes. There's people who need that therapy because that non-biased entity will allow you to open up yourself, allow you to communicate with these people wholeheartedly without judgment, without blowback. Because some of these people, and I have them in my family, man, I got cousins who wouldn't dare go tell their mom and dad about the issues that they grew up with that parent, get it off their chest and go vent, because I struggled with that with my dad for a while. My mom passed away 10 years ago, but my mom and I had an open relationship, but my dad, on the other hand, he's an Army sergeant, bro. So to go to him with any of this stuff was weakness. And, what he said was the truth. And it doesn't matter how I said it, as long as it was the truth. It don't matter how it came off. It was hard. But as I got older, I did vent to him. But I tell you what, the episode of The Fresh Prince, bro, when his daddy left and how he felt when his daddy left and he said, well, how come he don't want me? That was real for me, Kev. That was real for everybody, nigga. Everybody. And so in an instance like that, you can't open up to that parent, the one or two, one parent, like for myself, the one parent I got left, I can't open up to him because he's closed off to it because of the way that he was raised. So therapy for me was a blessing, because it was like, I get to tell this woman my deepest, darkest secrets without bias, judgment, or blowback.
And to me, that was invaluable. And it allowed me to be able to move along, get it off my chest, vent, like you said, to vent and move on. So you and her both have some really good points, and you both are absolutely right. But I just think that we can't take our individual circumstances or scenarios and make that law.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, yes. Tough episode, y'all. I know it is, y'all.
It was a tough episode. Hey, bro.
Tough episode.
It bring it every time, bro. Every time.
Yeah.
That's a tough episode, man. That's a tough episode. And too many of us, most of us probably on this live right now, have experienced that in some way, shape, or form.
And shit, because that was the blessing. Right. Hey, now, Libra tipped my scales. First of all, shout out my dog, Corey. See tearing up in this bitch.
Yes, sir. What up, Corey?
What up? Me as a child, but I was truly blessed, and I had both parents supportive and loving. As I got older, I understand that humans are humans. Right. And that's what you understand, but you can't even get to that point if you don't have a conversation. Right? It's like, damn, your daddy left, and then you look up and he had dick and pussy issues like everybody got. This bitch, man, bitch, fuck around, man. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. That bitch, your mama, you don't know. Your fucking mama, that bitch, fuck my homeboy.
Hey,
fuck my homeboy.
That's 100 right there.
You feel me? You don't know.
I'm not lying. I'm not kidding.
Come on, man.
Hey, I'm trying to you speaking on it, Kev, because that's the absolute truth. On another episode, I'm not gonna go there now, but I'm telling you, I got some close to home issues that what you just said with my mom and dad. So those kind of things screw you, bro. I'm telling you.
They do, man. And then you grow up and you feel like, damn, she did that, dog. I'd have left her motherfucking ass too.
Yes.
I'd have left her motherfucking ass too. Real talk. And then, but you had the conversation, bro. Right? And it hurt. Both of y'all cry about it and be like, damn, word. So interesting conversation, man.
I love it, man. I love it, man. And this is the kind of stuff that we learn from, man. You know, the different perspective. I always tell you that. You know, and God bless you and God bless the Zodiac Show for this, bro, because you opening up things that it actually not just bring airing out topics, but it's bringing healing. It can bring healing to a lot of people, bro. And you deserve everything the world has for you because of this show. Believe it or not, it's not just entertainment. This is a learning experience for a lot of people, brother. And I appreciate it. I know we all do.
That's love, man. I appreciate that,
for
man.
Sure.
That's the official.
Absolutely.
That's love,
for
man,
sure, bro.
Right there all
right, brother.
Zodiac Show, y'all. Let's go. Y'all know what the fuck it is. V. Ronzi, what's up? Miss Buckner in the house. What's up? That means Q go hard in here somewhere. Delicious, their dad left the family and put a wedge in their relationship, and we no longer had conversation as an adult. I tried reaching out to them, and I had issues trusting men as time went on. You know, that conversation is so real. And I know we sit up and talk about this shit, you know what I'm saying? But on some real shit, like, once you have it, you know what I'm saying? Once you have that nasty conversation, you get that shit off. It's like some dirty ass dishwater. It's like some dirty ass dishwater that's plugged up, and you don't want to let that shit out because you know that shit is cold, that shit is greasy, that shit got all type of shit in it. It got knives in the water. It got fucking all type of nasty, gooey. You like, it smells stinky as food. But if you just and when you reach down to the drain, it got shit. But if you just stick your hand in that cold ass water, just one dip that shit in there just to pull the plug. Just to pull the plug. You feel me? Just to pull the plug. That's all I'm saying. Just to pull the plug. And once that water run out, the dishes ain't gonna be clean all the way. But you still gonna just feel so motherfucking good. That's real shit. You understand? Think about that, man. All type of shit in there. Broke glass. But that water cold, and that's why don't nobody want to let that dishwater out. You know what I'm saying? But communication issues is real, man. And trust me, y'all, I'm speaking from experience. You know, me and my pops, man, you know, he wasn't there every day, but we had a relationship. You know what I'm saying? We had a relationship. But as I got older and I started to really look at things and how they went down, you know, I came because I was always the son that was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? What happened? You know, nah, I ain't feeling that. What happened? And was trying to hold him accountable even as a young adult. And we would go back and forth, man. I would just fight and fight and fight for these conversations. It was always uncomfortable conversations, but we had an amazing relationship. But by the end of the day, especially we get to drinking, we about to have this conversation and cry tonight, nigga. So you know, when you see me, nigga, we drinking some tequila, laughing and joking, and by the end of the night, we're going to be fighting and crying. And that's it. But once I understood that, began to grow as a man, I looked and I said, damn, he just another real nigga that made a bad decision here and there. You know what I'm saying? But then you start to look at his toolbox and what happened with his pops. And you be like, well, what the fuck did he know? It wasn't even in his toolbox. He don't even know, you know? So Pure Honey said you can have both parents in the house and be absent, you know? It's all good through Masters. That's real shit. Because once you do that shit, man, you're going to feel so motherfucking good. You're going to feel so motherfucking good, man. You're going to feel so motherfucking good just to get it off your chest because you're going to realize, shit, I ain't perfect either. I'm a motherfucker too. But you have to let that person know, listen, you hurt me. You abandoned me. Whatever the case may be, you abused me. I saw that and it's affecting me. And it bothers me every day. And get your cries out. You know what I'm saying? Get them cries out. I'm telling you. And I know, and here's the thing, and I don't want to just throw that on y'all because somebody made a statement saying, all parents ain't easy to talk to. And that's true. Because you got them parents talking about, I don't want to talk about it. Guess what? Say it through the door. Say it through the door. But you have to say that shit loud. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You got to say that shit loud, though. Say it through the door. Because they can't stand there and face you and take it because they make mistakes they don't really know either sometimes. And then sometimes you just got parents that are just tough. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't been taught shit. So you have to have it. You know what I'm saying? You have to have these conversations and shit. You know. That's how I feel, man. You got to do it, man. It's a terrible one, man. It's a terrible one, man. But you got to do it. You got to do it. See, Jalicious saw abuse, and you saw that. But see, your dad, you know, parents still walk around with their chin up and act like nobody saw that shit. At 5, you saw that shit. And that probably, it might fuck with you still. You know what I'm saying? It might fuck with you still. Miss Buckner, I'm in your house. Q, I'm in your house. You had both parents in your home, great parents, and y'all communicated good. See, that's the type of shit right there. Communicating and having them ugly conversations as you go along. And it ain't that easy because when I came up, just like Jay Lloyd was saying, shit, we are the second generation from the generation where motherfuckers wasn't talking about, what? We ain't, man, watch out, man. You know, but I'm just saying, man, we grow up. Some of us are still that 5-year-old little girl that want to know what the fuck happened. That 5-year-old girl is still here. She just done grew into a woman. But she still got hurt in that point when she saw her mom being abused by her dad, who she loved both of. And at 5 years old, that probably traumatized her. And sometimes we just the same 7-year-old kid trying to figure shit out, you know. It's no good to hold on, Tara T. You right. You right. That's real tough, though, Jalicious. You know what I'm saying? And when you see that, sometimes even the parents grow up and mature past some of the shit they did. But that doesn't erase the fact, or it doesn't erase the trauma that they caused upon you. And sometimes you got to speak on that shit, man. It will free you up because you still love them anyway. You love them like crazy anyway, right? But you have this thing there, you know? You have this thing there, and it's like, yo, free yourself. This doesn't mean you got to attack your parents, but let them know, hey, I saw that shit. Hey, yo, man, why you leave? Because that's what most men want to know. That's the question most men want to know. That's all they want to ask their pops. Little girls, too. They just want to ask, why you leave? But why you leave, though? You know what I'm saying? Why you leave me, though? No, your mama. No, your mama. Or and mamas leave, too. You know what I'm saying? Yes. 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 You was a daddy's girl, and the divorce made you go at it with your moms because you like, what you do? Why you run daddy off? Not really knowing. Sometimes as kids, we don't really know. right? So we like, why you run daddy off, right? We don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, Cagelicious even had said she even had a chance to have a conversation. You know, sometimes you just want to say that shit, man. Like, why you leave though? You know, like I know with me and your mom, yeah, but at what point did you just say fuck me though? I ain't say fuck you. You know, I mean your mom, your damn mama. You know, she your damn mama, or your daddy was fucking on that other bitch, and I just went on and left town, and so, and then they try to brush us off, but you know why she ran daddy off? Jumpman said his dad couldn't stop cheating on his mom. God damn. Oh my God. Q, I'm gonna tap back in. Sometimes it's what daddies do. Right? Sometimes the daddies do be there, yeah. Oh my goodness. Call a Papa, where that light at, man?
I'm driving right now.
All right. What's up with you, man?
No, I mean, it's an interesting conversation you got going on. But for me, some people be like, oh, they was mad at their dad. Hold on, I'm about to park. Hold on. They're like, they mad at their dad. The older I got, there we go. The older I got, the less I was mad at my dad, because I would literally be in tears of how annoying and how crazy my mom acted.
What do you mean by that? After it ended?
I mean, I was 3 years old when my parents got divorced. I grew up basically without a father, just the money. Other than the money, I didn't have any influence from my father. So all of my influence was from my mother, and she's a college professor. So, you know, she helped with my grammar and everything. But other than that, she really, I think you probably don't remember, but back when you first started this show, I said that I didn't respect women. And you didn't vibe with that, and you didn't really say anything while I was on the call with you until someone else came on, and then you was like, yeah, he had me until he said that. And it's like, because the smartest woman, the most intelligent woman I've ever known is my mother, and she's also the most disrespectful and the craziest woman I've ever met in my life. And no one can out argue a person more than I've seen than her. And I can out argue her. And when she finally was able to teach me to out argue her, it became a huge problem.
Oh shit! Right,
a huge problem. It can, like, she would say shit like, "You ain't my daddy." And it was just like, at first it was just like, what the fuck? Like, imagine mama saying to you,
not joking,
like serious, "You ain't my daddy." And it's because just talking to her and learning how you reason and how you use logic against a person. And if they're using that as the basis of their conversation, and if they're wrong, if you're able to do that, you're able to make any person look like a freaking idiot because you're using logic. And my mom was crazy. My mom still today is crazy. Like, I can't deal with her for more than like a day. Like, I drove out to her for Thanksgiving, and I was like, I can't even deal with you without a hotel room. Like, I gotta have a hotel room. I can't be living in the same quarters as you or my grandma.
Right, now
Both
let me
of
ask
them
you this.
sound the same, but my mom is smarter. What?
I was gonna ask you this. I said, how do you feel like that affected you in relationships?
Yeah. I mean,
How do you feel about
I chase women that are smart, but I mean, my smartest girlfriend, she was 2 years ahead of me in high school, and I wasn't in AP classes, advanced placement, college classes in high school. I wasn't in that because I didn't have the what's you call it, the discipline or the drive to do it. And but I saw that she did it. I'm from Florida. She got into FSU. She got into Florida, and Florida's the hardest school to get into, the FSU. And she chose Florida State because if you know the history, if you're from Florida, you know that like the preppy people, the snobs go to Florida, the cool people go to FSU.
and how did that shit affect you when you was dating her?
When I dated her, I held her to the highest standard intellectually, and she was book smart, but she still could not connect at that grammar and that speech level that I'm at with just normal things. It's just like, and then I would, you know, and I'm a little facetious and a little sarcastic sometimes, and it got to the point where she was just like, because like I would ask her like, why did you do that? And it would just get to the point where she'd be like, she gave up. She was just like, because I'm fucking stupid, Will. Because I'm fucking stupid. This is a girl that has a 5.2 GPA out of high school. I fucking didn't even give a fuck out of high school. And I'm attracted to her because of her intelligence. But because she just doesn't have that same level. She has that book smart. She has that drive. But she does not have that level of speech and that level of, you know what I'm saying?
Bacala Papa.
It caused a problem.
Bacala Papa, I'm asking how has it affected you, not the person you dealing with? How do you deal with women? Now, you came on here and said back then, or maybe I didn't understand all this conversation, which I understand it more now. Do you find yourself having a problem with women like straight up, like bitches ain't shit? Is that kind of where you at with it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like basically, like every female that I talk to, I find them like not on an intellectual level. And I've met plenty of girls with master's degrees. I haven't met a doctor yet that I've dated, but yeah, I just don't. I show them love, but my actions say the opposite. My actions say that I don't respect them. My actions say that, and then their reactions showed me that I treat them like they're stupid, and it's because everything always has to be an argument.
Okay.
Everything with my mom was an argument. I would do experiments with my mom just to see how long I can go without an argument. You can't say a single word to my mom without there being an argument. That's just the way she is. She's argumentative. And I was just like, well, I have like when I started hanging out with my dad, I'm like, well, no wonder you
Right.
get some liquor in you. Who the hell wouldn't want to start swinging?
Right. Well, dog, let me tell you something, Kala Papa. It's been a minute since you've been up on here, man. Try to hang out low as you can. We unpacking some shit on here today, bro.
Yeah, I'm outside this IHOP, but
well, we here. Stay tuned in with us then, dog.
Yeah, bro. You stay. Yeah. You stay what you doing, bro. I appreciate you.
No question. Good seeing you, boy. That's Kala Papa. Stop playing. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Yeah, he likes smart women, but he don't like So right, exactly, Sassy. He's turned into his mom in the relationship. No diss, Kala Papa. I mean, like, now you're the smartest person in the room, bro. Now you're making everybody else feel like idiots in the same fashion. So that's no diss. Make sure you don't take it as one, dog. But it come like that. I spit this shit. Let me bring that shit back. I like that. Look. You know? But no, it's real conversation. And some of us we covered up so well. You were taught to battle and not converse. Unfortunately, not taught how properly to communicate and the understandings of resolve. Listen to honey. Extra credit college courses. All right, now which one of y'all gonna answer the phone? Y'all sitting right next to each other and won't. Real talk to you, right? Yes, King Garlene, it's a blessing. What's up
Yeah,
with it?
I'm at work. She at home. I ain't know if you chime me in or her. I wasn't even on the truck.
No, I time both of y'all in. I don't think she know how to answer it and shit, but she over there. But what's up,
Okay.
though, dog?
Oh
Talk
man,
about it.
nothing. I feel like I think the kids. I'm gonna say this: parents, people with parents issues. I think that's a real situation. I think it's real. Uh, some I know I didn't deal with people that had parents issues, and they should have been in relationships. Just like you said, the T word or the C word. They need counseling. They needed counseling or they needed therapy because certain things I know people went through, they shouldn't have been in their relationships or
Right. It's
like
believe it.
shit, go ahead. Shit. Go
You
ahead.
good, my nigga?
Tell me how you go ahead.
I'm listening to you, nigga. You at work,
I
bro.
thought you said something. I thought you said something.
I'm
But
looking at
no,
your.
like
You covering the.
yeah, you in my pocket, bro.
Oh, all right.
So so like some like I know for a fact I know an issue with a girl I used to talk to. She been through abuse from her family. So that's all she knew was if you can't get your point across, lift your hands up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I used to, like I said, I used to be abused by that girl. So it was like I used to get hit.
By your sister or your
Just
mom?
no, this I got hit by a girl was talking to.
What do you mean, dog?
I was in a relationship with a girl. She used to hit me. You know what I'm saying? When she couldn't get her point across.
Like smack you?
So, yeah. So she had issues coming up as herself, but she was abused.
And
So
so, did
she
you
feel
ever hit
like
her
the
back?
only way. Shit, you trying to get me in trouble?
All right, no, I ain't. Shit, no, I
But
ain't. I'm trying to get you out of trouble. Shit.
I had like out of the three times she did, I think I did twice. And one time she was driving and just swung her whole right hand and smacked me in my face, like, and I and something out the right side of my socket that's connected to my wrist went over there to her side, and she pulled over. I got out the car. I started walking to work, like forget it. I don't need you to take me to work. I had to, but I didn't have to. But at the same time, you talking crap to me, making me late to work. I just said, damn, why you ain't doing nothing. How you making me late to work?
Oh, you said something
So
smart? You tried to say
I
something
said
smart?
something. I said something smart and she made me late to work.
She smacked your ass in the mouth. That's so funny. I'm sorry, bro. I'm
I
sorry.
get what you're saying, but it's just the fact that she did
I
it.
know. I know. So you tried to get sassy and she smacked your ass.
She
Hey,
didn't like what I said.
that's
Like,
hilarious.
like I got a smart ass mouth.
Yeah.
And like I said, smart, I got a fucking slick ass mouth.
Okay.
I say something so smooth that you don't have a comeback. That you be like, I want to fucking choke the shit out of his ass. Like, and something I had to learn myself because this woman, I think she on here somewhere. What just happened? Am I back?
Hey, I know damn well. I know damn well you and your wife ain't playing no hands. I know that.
I don't know.
She don't look like she
Hell
play that
no.
shit.
Hell no. I don't got time for none of that.
Hey, hey, bro, I'm trying
But
to tell you, she don't look like she about none of them games.
you said you seen it before, baby. But yeah, I feel like I said, like what they was tapping in on earlier, if kids see drama from their parents or they parents, like you said, our era, we didn't get counseling. We have to walk through this fucking fire
Fact.
and not get burnt. You know what I'm saying? But now that we, you know what I'm saying, now that we going through this fire, we didn't walk through the fire. Now we don't want our kids to walk through that bullshit ass fire, so we teach them not to. And when they do try to touch that fire, we try to jump down their throat. So,
Right.
like, like when we was coming up, oh, you gonna play with that fire, we gonna let you burn yourself.
Right.
So
We don't even let our
now
kids in the kitchen.
right, we like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, chill. We so protective because we've been through some shit coming up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
the fact of what they were saying about kids need to counseling, because a lot of these parents just feel like, if I make sure they got money, clothes, shoes, they looking fresh, but you won't give them the conversation that they need. Like I said, we was coming up, we might have go in a room and our parents are not talking to their friends and we try to interrupt. We get smacked up. Don't you keep grown folks talking, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays,
Right.
these kids just come in and be like, yeah, what's going on? Like, they part of the conversation, and they try to be like, oh, that boy silly in the mud. And they make it feel like it's comfortable.
Right.
Because
Listen,
they don't
dog.
want to be they don't want to be that parent. I know my wife ready to jump in. I'm already
No,
doing
it
this.
ain't that. But no, I appreciate you. But the thing is, hey y'all, when y'all come on, if y'all ain't got y'all face on the screen, I can't keep us on long because people pop in, they don't see a face, they come and leave. So,
I got you.
but I appreciate you though, bro. I'm gonna get her in here and see what she talking about.
All right.
Zodiac show, let's go. Yeah, yeah. Anger doctor, Tyra, what's up? Anger doctor, huh? Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Tyra T, J. Keota Blair, Pink Lady, Forever Loving Genuine, what's up? Mama Miss here, y'all. For Shiny, Sassy Melanin, Sanito 10, Sparkle Shine, what up? Jumpman, I see you. C. Sharman, Twiz, the trucker. What's up, though? Hugo Hawk, FC1, DMVA, DMVAZ. Miss Steph J, I see you. Miss D Mac, K Delicious, talking her shit. Key Epic, I see you. Treating you sweet. Yeah, the doc is in his shit. Yo, but I'm telling you though, like, real talk, like, you know, men and women, and you know what a lot of people be dealing with? We was talking about abuse, but see, not to mention a lot of people that grew up with sexual abuse, right? See, like, sexual abuse is something that, you know, we hear about and everybody talk about, or not. And it's some people that's been out here dealing with sexual abuse from their parents or sexual abuse from kids and stuff, you know, maybe not from your parents, but from your kids and your uncle, you know, and be afraid to bring that shit out. But you go into a relationship with that shit, and now you got all these trust issues and sexual issues, or you over sexualize, or whatever the case may be. But now you putting all this on your partner. Verbal abuse is real, Tyra T. Let me tell you, make sure you check that, because I'm going to come back and talk about verbal abuse, right? But that sexual abuse is real. And people don't want to talk about that, but they jump in whole relationships with men. And men too. Y'all, we jump into relationships and then got all these mental issues and are acting out in so many ways, right? Because we have had sexual abuse. People need to, who've had, I didn't experience that, but what I'm saying is there are people who have. And you have to talk about that shit, man. You don't even know why your girl fucking tripping. Some of y'all women don't know. No, some of y'all men don't know why your girl is fucking everybody in the goddamn project, because she fucking was, you know, over sexualized as a kid, man. I'm saying these are things that are not talked about, issues. But then we jump in relationships and want to blame the person we with when we ain't all the way together. We ain't being loved. We don't even know how to be loved. We don't know how to be loved. But we trying to do what we think We trying to ask of our partners what we think. We watch Instagram and read memes on what a man is supposed to do and what a woman is supposed to do and try to put together this puzzle and then throw that puzzle at this person that we dating. And it don't work that way. It just don't work that way. You feel me? It just don't work that way. Yeah. Hey, but listen, I'm not knocking anybody because, like, for instance, Libra, don't tip my scales. She said they think sex is love. Listen, let me tell you something. I wasn't raised with a whole lot of I love yous and that we come from, like they were saying, we come from tough, right? So for a long time, I was like that in relationships when I first started. Like when I was younger, I didn't really know how to show love. I thought I was showing love because I was being passionate sexually, and I really thought I was, doing whatever sexually, and that was my way of showing love. And I'm like, how do you feel like I don't love you? Yo, what the fuck? You saw that, but then I had a problem really showing it, but I didn't know it though because I didn't have the tools in my toolbox. You feel me? So women was like, yo, you so fucking, you like you like are turned like guarded or whatever, but that's just what it was. So I had to grow out of those things. You know what I'm saying? You have to grow out of those things, recognize them first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, intimacy. I had intimacy, but I'm talking about the day to day. The I love you, the touchy. Maybe you're right. Maybe the intimacy outside of the bedroom and some of that. That wasn't the thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Until I grew older and start to understand this is how it's supposed to be. And I used to think, oh, but you learn. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have your conversations and learn. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It's not. It's not. That's what I thought. That's how I thought it was, though. Come on. Come on. Yeah, they just didn't say it. But that didn't say it. That shit matters, though, Tara T.
It
Gospel
does
Heifers,
matter,
what's
brother.
up? Don't it
It
matter?
matters.
Man, we up here talking some stuff today, ain't we?
Yes, I mean, the stuff is real, man, because some folks think because they link up with somebody that has common interests or have a similar feeling with each other, that there's some things in our background that we haven't dealt with as adults. So we get into these new situations with a whole new grown person and think that we can handle a situation. But what example has most of us had in our lifetime? That's
Toolbox.
the main question. And so when it comes to therapy, I would say yes, grown folks need therapy before children. The only way I would think children would need therapy if something traumatic took place and they need to get through some understanding.
Most black folks need therapy, period.
Yeah, black folks need therapy, period. But
Shanito, fuck you.
Shanito, goddamn groupie ass. Anyway, but the thing about it is, people don't realize they need help. All of us as adults have made decisions with people, and the relationship could have been fucked up on both ends because we didn't have the right example or we didn't know how to demonstrate that type of love for each other.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. We just don't know how to demonstrate it. That doesn't mean that you don't love, but like I said, and you look like you may be a few years older than me, but let me tell you, so your parents was probably tougher, come from a tougher type of upbringing than us, and you probably look like, you know what I'm saying? And so, but the thing is, we jump into these relationships now. When you get it, first of all, I want to say this. I hate I missed your show.
Man, look.
Yeah, we was
you were a topic for about a good 5 to 10 minutes. And it was mainly the women in our lives. It was a good conversation.
Oh, the women
Cool.
for some reason think you hot.
Yeah,
Hey.
you got the VIP status with the Gospel Heifers female audience, okay?
Hey, there it is.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you. So if you ever do a calendar, my brother, we got you on the back here for the
Look,
market.
Dr. Tyra, exactly. I know Dr. because
I'm on it. Because I was driving today, and so when I finally opened up, I seen that I had some miss. I'm like, what the fuck did I miss? I hate I missed it though. But
that's all right. We'll be back on Wednesday night. But
yeah,
people need counseling in general that may have not had, they may have been neglected from the love of their mother, neglected from the love of their father. At the same time, we as adults think, okay, I can handle this because I want a different situation for myself and my family.
It depends on the person or how strong they are.
Exactly. But what example have you had? Have you been given a demonstration of that love? Have you been given an example of our love? Because we've been blessed. Our folks have been married 53 years.
December 24th.
Okay.
Wow.
So we've had an example, but at the same time, when we try to link up with men to have a meaningful situation, some of them may fall short because they may not have had the same example as we had.
And as men and women, men, y'all gonna look for somebody to remind you something of your mother.
Yeah.
Women, we look at something that reminds you of your father. And I had one dude tell me, I could do you like daddy. You can never touch my father, dog.
Exactly.
So let's not go there. Because I'm daddy's little girl.
And it kind of makes it hard for men to come to you with the okie doke.
So then let me ask you this then. And let me ask both of y'all this because I think it's very interesting and rare in these days, but I'm excited and I think that's dope that your parents have been married that long. Now, was it all, first of all, were they all good days? And I'm going to ask you a couple questions, but were they all good days? Were it all just good times?
No, it wasn't.
Because we had the issue where our parents separated for a minute. It was infidelity on my daddy's side. Mama was kind of lacking on some shit, but I knew it was coming to a head, but I also think it was a blessing because me and Michelle got to be more time with our grandparents.
Yeah.
We took our heathen asses to church, but I was thankful when they got back together.
For real, huh?
Yeah.
For real, huh? Now, let
me
me ask y'all this too. Y'all pretty girls too. Let me ask y'all this too. So when y'all meet men, like you said, you ain't gonna never be better than my daddy. Now, is that an insurmountable wall to climb getting next to you?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. The guy,
is that a good question?
No, it's a good question.
No, it's a good question because the kind of qualities, when a man compares himself to my father, that's something no man should ever do.
Right.
Just like no woman should try to compare themselves to your mama. That's habitual line crossing right there.
Right.
But you look for qualities like the guy I deal with. He's strong mentally and physically. My daddy was nowhere a punk bitch.
Right.
So I look for a man physically and mentally strong and someone that I know is going to protect me and we can walk together.
Right.
So he got to be a strong man.
He got to be a strong man. You know what I'm saying? I got your back, but I want to make sure that there's not going to be any of that he roll, she roll in our household. You know
what you mean, a leader?
Well, I mean, I want a man that's a leader, but at the same time, there should be no assigned roles. You should already come into a situation knowing this is my role. You know what I mean? I'm not
going on your side of the lane. That was a topic you had the other night.
Stay on my side of the bed, damn.
No, I said lane. Everybody needs to stay on their lane. Now look, after fun time is over and I get a little warm, I do need him to go over.
Scoot your ass over. All right, cool. I got
your ass over there.
But what I'm saying is like this topic you had about women having a problem with the word of being what was that he was talking
submissive.
Just submissive. And I don't know if you read my text in your feed, but being submissive can be powerful for a woman.
Right.
Yes.
And women don't realize that.
Some lady came on here and said that early when I did this show months and months ago, and I can't think of who it was. She said that submissive it was my girl. She come on here anyway. She was like, submissive is a superpower. She said it's a superpower. You know, Lady Chief said that. She said being submissive is a superpower. And she hit it on the nose.
Women, because you're talking to old school chicks here, so a lot of younger women don't realize being submissive can work in your fucking favor.
Right.
Sometimes it's good, and I don't mean no offense, but sometimes it's good to let a man think you running shit when he really ain't.
Right. Exactly. And I ain't got no problem giving him that glory. Got no problem, patting him on his back when he done a job well done. But at the same time, you can't sit up here and challenge his manhood when you try to lift him up at the same time.
Yeah.
Because, see, sometimes we get them roles reversed. We'll be like, okay, well, look, you my man, I'm going to support you and all that shit. But don't forget, I bring home this shit. You can't throw that in the mix if you're going to have that type of situation with somebody.
See, that's another reason why our parents made it 53 years. My mama was not that type. Mama played her submissive role to the T, but she was running that fucking house.
Well,
she was running that house, yes. And
so why women got such a hard time with that word submissive. Now, y'all, like, because I feel like sometimes women need older women to kind of spit at them a little bit. Like, look here, girl.
School them a bit.
School them a little
Look,
bit.
guys.
So why do some women have a problem with that word submissive?
You know what? I think the younger generation has more of a problem with it, but how younger men look at that word and they flip it to where it's demeaning to a woman. Where old school men knew
that if she's playing this submissive role with me,
I got to play my role.
Don't run over it. Don't disrespect that.
Don't
You got a lot of youngins that do that.
Don't be an habitual line stepper, because see, when you step that line all the damn time, a man will and a woman will start to ask, "What the fuck am I doing?" I mean, I'm up here trying to give him his space and give him his props, but he can't do the same for me. Mm-hmm. It gets confusing. So that's why I'm like, being submissive is not a bad thing. Women, that's our superpower.
And look, as a woman, I'm not taking out the damn trash. I'm not doing it. There's certain things I know.
Hey, listen, I done been out and listen, now I done had to drive all the way upstate. I told you I'm gonna be going all day. Why do the damn house smell like breakfast? There's shit everywhere in here. Cause I don't take out no motherfucking trash. The trash can is 8 fucking feet out the door. Take this shit and throw it outside. I ain't taking out no trash. This shit smell like motherfucking eggs and ranch.
I will be in there making you some fried chicken, some homemade sweet potato
some
pie.
more trash. No, there's more trash about to be everywhere. Now you balance.
Yeah, but you being fake. You got a hot meal and you coming to a clean house.
Not with the goddamn trash everywhere, sis.
Well, see, you gonna take that out. But
I'm up north.
Clean.
I had to drive up north early this morning to go pick your sister up. I told you I'd be back. Trash is running every goddamn where. It's all type of shit going on. You balance the trash.
We're gonna remember what time the trash man come. So, boo, I need this done.
Right. We're gonna put it on your calendar. Like, before you take your ass out.
Yeah. So you can have your fried chicken and clean the house and me and some high heels and a thong.
Hey. The trash can be 2 feet outside the door. They'd drag the trash can all the way and block the door instead of opening it and putting it in the guy. I ain't take it out. I moved it to the
Your ass will have that trash on the curb 24 hours before it's due to be picked up.
Especially if she did it the right way.
No, you ain't getting no pussy. You ain't getting no pussy till you take that trash out. Now
you gonna put them titties on your neck and blow on your neck, boo.
Tonight you gonna get your ass up and take that. You think we ain't playing the 6 in the morning game and you running up and down the goddamn street all waking me up,
trash out.
rushing out.
Pancakes. Nigga,
right.
You want these pancakes and biscuits, this Miss Sealy breakfast special? Take that damn trash down the curb.
Tonight.
Right now.
Exactly.
Because niggas want to wait till the morning. Niggas want to wait till the morning. Now they waking you up, putting your shoes on and shit.
No. I need to see that shit before I close my eyes and go to bed, okay? They have to be right out in front of
I'm looking out the window. Boo, I don't see the trash.
Oh, you going to be petty and get up and check the trash?
Hell yeah.
You going to check the trash. We done did the woo-wop.
I get my ass up early in the morning and make your ass some homemade pancakes. That means I need to look out the window before I go to bed, see the trash can on the curb, and we good.
Y'all men know y'all like that home cooking.
Yeah, we do.
Clean house.
My breakfast game is together. Yeah, no, women shouldn't have to take out the trash. So let me ask you this: should men have to wash dishes?
I think it's
look at this shit. Look at this shit. No.
Let me tell you something. We take care of our father, and that being that he pays the fucking bills, he should not have to touch a plate.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying. I'm just feel like. Yeah, go ahead. Because I want to know. Because you bought the bills in it now, so it's like.
Let's just say you put in your 8 hours. She put in her 8 hours. Okay, so y'all both didn't put in both y'all 8 hours.
Y'all gotta kind of swap up.
So y'all need to have some type of compromise. Where like, okay, no, I know I left dishes piled up in there. I will, give me a time frame. Let me handle that.
But if she don't have to work. And you pay all the fucking bills.
She need to have
that shit clean.
The dishwasher need to be stacked.
And ran and finished. Y'all think y'all just gonna fill up the damn dishwasher and leave it in there?
Let me tell you something. That's one thing my mama did. See, my mom was a school teacher, but she did not have to fucking work because my father was vice president of Epic Records.
So
she didn't have to fucking work, but that house was clean.
Yeah.
And your little black ass being a girl, you gonna get your ass in there and help me clean it.
Exactly. He due to come home in 5 hours.
That's my
This shit need to shine.
Yeah.
This shit need to shine.
Well, Jay Dilla say he ain't washing no damn dishes. Did he say damn? I think he said damn dishes. He said he not.
Jay Dilla, I'm gonna let him get over because I think he kind of fly. So he got to stop that shit.
Yes, that chopper we having on here. Yeah, he is a little cool.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's all the reason why I started following. I said, oh, he cute.
Which one? Jay Dilla?
Jay Dilla.
Yeah, okay. Jay, you hear it? All right. Jay got the dreads and shit.
But it's all good. You know, however it works in your household, it works best for you.
Yeah.
Do that. But on topic, what you were saying, though, we did have a blessed life. Anything that bothered me from my mom and my dad, I was able to say, this, I didn't like this, and they were able to apologize and move on, but it wasn't nothing major.
Right.
Yeah,
like
well,
I said, we're human.
Yeah, because everybody's growing through it. There was no separation. If it was a problem, y'all knew, both of y'all knew it was a problem, and y'all spoke on it. I think that,
oh, yeah,
I think y'all awesome. I think y'all, I'm so glad y'all come on here and talk. Y'all funny.
Man, we're so glad. We love the way you handle your show, the topics you bring to the table. Because some of this shit people don't want us to sit up here and discuss. They'll beat around the bush with it. But when you have to face it and actually answer the question, you're faced with some real conversation because you got different choices to make when it comes to, decisions.
Yeah, and you used to get to sit in the, everybody get to sit in the back and listen. And sometimes we come down your block, and on some topics, and they'd be like, ooh, maybe I didn't really have a, real talk. Because I've had people come on here and I'd be like, ooh, well, I guess that's another way to look at it.
And we have to set rules in our lives. Now, we got 2 rules. Number 1, if you are in live timeout, that means if you request, we may not bring you on to save yourself because you might be making an ass out of yourself.
Yeah, we got supposed to make a fool out of themselves. Okay?
And number 2, we got the rollout music. If you start talking, making a point, cool, but we don't want to take up too much time because other folks want to get on, we're going to play the rollout music. So when you do that shit, it's like Dave Chappelle. Wrap it up.
That's what we do right there.
Hey. Zodiac Show, y'all. The happens. Love y'all. Turn up. Zodiac Show, y'all. This real conversation for your ass. Real conversation for your ass. Sometimes we need to just break this shit down, but you can get here. Ain't nobody wrong on this show. Ain't nobody wrong on this show. Nobody. God die. You up here talking about they lock, bruh. Dread, lock. What you mean, man? V-Rhyme. Oh, he's telling you dreadlocks is a racist term. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, bro. You gotta break that down to me. What's up, Mama Miss?
I'm chilling. I'm up here like, oh, we having grown people conversations today.
Grown. Yeah. Oh,
grown.
Know.
Yes.
What you want to speak on that?
I'm glad you're speaking on the subject.
Right.
You was talking about before the gossip and heifers came on about like sexual abuse and stuff, and I want to thank you for acknowledging that because like sometimes like we have those conversations about that amongst women, but a lot of times women don't realize like the same guys that you grew up. We talk about men not being ready, and you all talk about he kind of he's sleeping with all these different women. One woman ain't enough for him. And he probably went through the same things as you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you bumping your head dealing with frogs because, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was brought to you earlier. You've been abused sexually. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys out here been abused sexually, too. And they don't get, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's looked at as a weak for a guy to say, hey.
Right. It's
my babysitter. Yeah. My babysitter used to mess with me. Or, you know what I'm saying, my brother's older friend, did some shit to me and I was too little you know what I'm saying, to fight them off of me or whatever, or, like a lot of guys that's in church, these deacons and stuff messing over them, or, they relatives too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, people need therapy. So, I wanted to do this poem about that, if
Let's
I could
hear
do that.
it. Please.
All right. It's called Touch Me.
Mama Miss.
He sings to me, you should let me love you. And I sing along with the tune. I allow our bodies to untangle in the moon. Physical interactions meet not much delay, sometimes too soon. But I'm not what they called me in first grade, fast. In fifth grade, look at her fat ass. In sixth grade, he's rubbing my shoulders, holding me in place, looking at my breast. Teachers teach lessons you might never forget. My innocence was killed. Guess I grew up too soon. My teacher was hunting for young bushy tail, but it was no cartoon. You ever died and had to keep on walking? You're being shredded to pieces, but they can't see you bleeding. So as you stumble along, they sneer and mumble, what a maroon. Can't you see I'm slaughtered? Call the coroner. Huh? Call the police. What? Call my mama. She said you're not supposed to hit me. I run to the principal's office. What's going on here? I need to call my mama. He wants to hit me. Those words so much easier to say. He hit me. I had said those words before. He hit me. She hit me. I would have begged for painful contact. I received corporal punishment for his predatory crimes, lascivious behaviors repeated time after time. When asked what happened, he said, I must be out my mind. I told the assistant principal in her office, he touched me. She looked at him, then asked me, do I know what I'm saying? I replied, yes. He touched me. Wouldn't allow me to go to the restroom, as if he wanted to see me wet myself. He chased me into the girls' bathroom. I feared this was the moment I would be consumed. When asked what he did, all I could say was, he hit me. He trying to hit me, because I had been well groomed. When asked what your brother do, I replied trembling, he, he hit me. Why you don't get along with your father? He hit me. Why you don't talk to your cousin no more? She hit me. Because it was just too hard to say. They touched me. Because people stop moving when you say they touched me. I've been hurt so much by smiling faces that's supposed to love me. So it's easier to let you cut than to be receptive to tender touch. Because he touched me and he touched me and she touched me and he rushed me. So it's not so easy opening up to intimacy, even if you do sing it so sweetly that you just want to love me. I'm afraid of what will happen if I just let you touch me. That's that piece.
Mama Miss, y'all. Hey, I fuck with it. That's a real shit. Somebody felt that shit right there. Thank you for popping in and giving us that. Mama Miss so talented.
Thank you, Boo. I appreciate y'all.
All day.
I just
That was
had to come
deep.
drop that piece because it's real.
Real
And
shit.
if you dealing with this happened to you, because this shit happened to you when you and 4 or 5 years old. It's people 60 years old, 70 years old that die and don't ever heal from that shit. Like, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
appreciate the love, y'all.
Well, I appreciate you popping in. No question. Mama Miss, y'all. That's real talk. That's real talk. That's real talk. Key Epic, what up? D-Lay, what up, boy? Real talk. Straight up. No, that's real shit. Jumpman say he going through some shit with his daughter.
What
Yeah, what's up with it, dog? Welcome to the Zodiac Show.
Yeah, that shit was deep, man. I love that poetry. I was looking for a snap emoji. I'm like, they don't got snap emojis.
I know, right? Check this out, though, man. What you think about this topic?
I think like that's one of the first things you should look for. If they respect their family, if they respect their mother, right? They respect their father, cause it goes a long way. Cause if they respect them, they're gonna respect you. If they love them, they're gonna love you, right?
Well, yeah. The topic is if they got parent issues. You know how sometimes people grow up and they have parent issues, like a parent left them or something like that. You know.
So that's different. You still gotta know that if that happened, it still goes on them, because what happens is, I'm just gonna keep it 100. So I know this might hurt people, because obviously there's some people that are going through that, and so what happens is when someone's parent leaves them, it kind of makes their self-esteem go down. So if they work on themselves and they raise their self-esteem, like, oh, they didn't love me, so now they're always chasing like someone that didn't love them, or it's just gonna recreate abuse, right? So if they don't fix that, oh, they didn't love me, and then they keep on chasing abuse, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They gotta fucking, a lot of people saying therapy, and that comes with therapy, raising your self-esteem, right? So you can't judge them. You just gotta be on guard. Yeah. So that way you don't attract the abusive relationship, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah, because if it's still on you, you attract what's in you, you know. Sometimes you can, dog. Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been, man?
I'm blessed. Yeah, but that's one of the first things you should look for if they really, really love and respect their family, and cause then you don't want to attract the abusive relationship, right?
Yep.
It's one of the first things you should look for, and like you could tell that from like their Instagram pictures, if they're hugging their family, if they're hugging their parents, right? Cause and it goes a long way, cause like there are people that they don't love their parents, right? But if they worked on themselves, you could tell.
Yep. Because sometimes we gotta seek that work, and that's what I wanted to say. But hey, man, Key, thanks for popping in, dog, with a solid point of view too, man. Good seeing you up here.
Of course, man. I keep it 100. So yeah, it might hurt people, but like.
No, it's good though. I like that though. We love that.
All right, yo. Take care. Much love.
He epic, my God, dog. 100 times, dog. Turn up. And see, that's the thing. Now, this is what I want to say too. Unfortunately, many times kids have been rejected by their parents, and that opens a gateway to seek acceptance from anyone, from anywhere. Also, those same people expect rejection, honey. People expect rejection too. And everybody don't put their social media, their family on social media. You're right. That's right. That's right. It's deeper than pictures. I got a whole nother conversation. Green Eyes, what's up? I'm in your house.
I know. I was like, they're probably looking at my butt. Sorry. How are you guys doing?
What's up, Green Eyes?
I have my back to you. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Really? I like your topic. I hate talking about it because now you got me being all honest and shit. I was like, damn, I'm about to pop off. Fuck it. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna be real with you, okay? So yeah, like I know I have daddy issues, but like my family my parents got divorced when I was 12. We were like the Brady Bunch, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck? So then I know since then, like I always look for like a family, or like I chose the game as like an outlet to look for like a family, right? So then, or like people in the streets, maybe I shouldn't have been hanging out with for like attention and stuff, right? To feel like a family unit. And then I also love being submissive because then there's like that daddy role again, right? So I'm like, fuck, like I know I choose men that like love to dominate me and I can be submissive with them, even though it is like a manipulation tactic too, right? I do admit that. But sometimes I just really like that shit. It's like really fun. And then like I'll see how like I'll create problems to be like real needy and then need help. Like I can't figure this out. And like I can figure it out. I'm smart. I just might want to like need to pretend like I don't know. Like it's this need for like I want to feel like a daddy is there to help. So for me, now that you mention that, hell no, I wouldn't be ready for marriage right now because I'm gonna go find somebody to fulfill that need. So I'm glad you brought it up because it's like there's some more work I get to do apparently, so that I don't keep creating someone and creating drama to be needy. Like I can do this shit myself. I know that. Probably need some reassurance. Like you got this. So just work. I have a good relationship with my dad. He's my best friend. He's my hero. But like I know that with men, I still create the guys that like will be like, "Hey, bitch." And I'm like, "Yes, daddy." Like
Right.
like, I want to create that, and I don't really need to create that. I could find an equal in someone who's equal. I don't have to be like submissive on my knees like forever. Like that's crazy, right? Just being honest with you guys. That's all I can do.
Well, I ain't see your face. I'm glad you popped in. It's the
Nice to
Zodiac
see you.
Show, y'all.
Bye.
Gemini gang, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Ooh. Men need to feel needed. Women need to feel loved and safe. I like that. I'm understanding that more and more. You know, hey, God, Ja, I saw your comment that you posted earlier about the dreads and how white folks didn't like it and they dreaded it, and so they called them dreadlocks. Okay. Appreciate the knowledge on that. Libra say he can't call you no B at any time. Oh, girl, cut it out. Oh, trying to figure. You said you stayed with your baby mama way too long, trying to fix a broken child. Ooh. Look up the buffaloes. Up. Damn, now I got homework. All right, I'm gonna look them up. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. No, this ain't. We ain't doing that. Let go, but we ain't doing that. Come on. It tells you about the dreadlocks. Homework. Yes, sister. Listen, we done start getting into relationships and our shit ain't fixed. We are getting with women and we trying to turn them to our moms, but that's full of drama. So we better take some time, figure shit out, call her mama up and talk her shit out and get it all out. Because before you fall out or fall in with another chick, you better fix your own shit. Listen, before you fall out, you best to have a conversation, want to talk it out. Because before you fall out with that chick, you better handle your own shit. And chicks, listen, you don't know your dad. Don't be throwing names. Don't be throwing slurs shit out on the fucking curb. Hollering about how I need to be a real man. When the truth of the matter that you ain't seen a man and you ain't seen your dad. And all the shit that you thought that you wanted, you ain't never had. So don't get the accent. Don't get the fronting and putting it on me, shit. I ain't know you was abandoned as a little homie. Y'all done got me in here talking shit. Y'all in here got me talking shit, but it's real shit. Because we go in these relationships and we try to throw shit on each other, but you can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You just cannot do it. Listen, now you asking for happiness and all that bullshit that you're doing and all that chappiness, all that chitty chatty pitty patty talking back. Yeah, that's how your mama talk to your daddy like that. But this ain't that, girl. You better go to counseling and let her fix your world and let the shit unfurl. Woo.
before the relationship could ever curl, I was out of your world. Listen, learn how to treat a man, fellas. Learn how to treat a woman. But first, learn how to treat yourself. All the bullshit on the shelf. Call your pops up and tell him how he hurt your feelings. Quick, and you will find out some real shit. And after that, you can go and love a better bitch, nigga. Zodi gang, Zodi gang, Zodi. We in this bitch, they watching, but they don't even know me. But every night he gonna pop up, and what they finding out is they can never stop him. So, I like it. But just know this, I ain't gonna stop. This is a real conversation. Don't be tripping. We just rapping, but don't be getting caught up in the toe tapping. Call your moms up, call your pop up, and ask him why he dipped to the other side of the world and he didn't die. Listen, you best to call him. You best to call him. Now you asking for shit that you can't give in relationship, trying to live, asking niggas to do this and do that, because you ain't never found out what a daddy's about, and that's whack. But fellas, don't be leaning on a woman, sleeping on the couch, because your mama let you never put you out. She let you live on the couch. She let you eat out the fridge till you was 21. You ain't no fucking kid, nigga. Now you laying up on bitches and asking for money. Can't get a bad bitch unless you, honey, nigga. This shit gotta change. You got to pop on your own thing. Google a man, nigga. Figure out what it takes. Handle your biz. Don't be laying up on these bitches and having these kids, nigga. That ain't daddy shit just because you cracking that ain't, I love it. But I said, woo, that shit go. Woo, turn up. But that's what we talking about, right? That's what we talking about, right? Woo. Turn up. Hey, listen, let me just tell y'all, these are real conversations, you understand? Man, we raise women mentally and physically strong, but men just... One thing racism has done to the black community is we raise our women mentally and physically strong, but men just physically, right? Well, you know, I think because of the actually racism and all of that destroying, separating our households and demasculating men, now women talk to their women talk to their men crazy. Women talk to their men crazy. White people do it too. But I think that, and I never like to have what black people do, black people issue, white people issue, but we have to understand that we got to start having respect for one another and quit trying to demasculate each other. And you can only demasculate a man, but stop disrespecting each other, you know what I'm saying, and trying to win. Because like my man Collar Papa came on here and said, he said, shit, he learned how to argue his mama because that's all he saw. Out-argue his mom because that's all he saw. You feel me? But in the same case, that's what we do. We get into these fucking conversations and battles and fights and shit like that. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It can't work like that. People got issues. You got to deal with your shit, man. That's real shit, man. Everybody got shit to deal with. You can't be, and then also too, man, meet people where they at. Don't go meeting people talking about, oh, you need to be like this already. Hey, yeah, you need to be like this already. Hold on, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at in my love journey. We need to have accountability for our actions. Stop looking to blame everyone else. Yes, because that leads me into my next point, right? But hold on, God, Ja. Now, I hear what you're saying. I don't know where you're taking it. That could have that statement got a bit of duality to it. Because if you're saying we need to stop blaming our parents, sometimes there is a such thing as trauma that we can get from being raised. But that leads me into my next point, which is, hey, as an adult, right? If you were born that way, if you haven't had those conversations, you have to find some way. You still are responsible for being a productive, respectable adult. And if you get into a relationship, you're still expected to be respectful, loving, vulnerable, and caring. You're expected to have those things if you join in a relationship. So if you're lacking those things due to the way you were raised or the absence of your father or the absence of your mom or the abuse or whatever the case may be, if you are lacking some of these things, you are still held responsible for them once you enter into a relationship. So if you need the big C word, counseling, or the big, what's the other words you use? Yeah, C word, counseling. You know what I'm saying? If you need that, take that before you go jumping up in a relationship. Because what you're going to do is, because see, we learn how to deal with our own toxicity. We've learned how to like mask it, right? Long enough to get into a relationship. We know how to hold that shit down long enough to get into a relationship. And then we unleash. I'm telling you, trauma's real, man. Yeah, man, that damn vulnerability is some real shit, though, dog, because let me tell you, that's your superpower, bro. Fellas, I don't want y'all to forget that. Fellas, vulnerability, that's our superpower. You feel me? Let a woman see you. They know you strong, bro, but be honest with a woman about what you really feel, bro, and really be vulnerable and be like, damn, you know what? You was right about that. Women want to hear that sometimes, especially if they live in their life in a submissive way. Damn, baby, you figured that shit out. Damn, you know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? For real. Damn, that's real shit, though. They need that. We need that. We need to just be vulnerable. That don't mean open book. Here they go. They done open the goddamn book up. No, God job. But I'm telling you, being vulnerable is our superpower. To be able to really be like, damn, that shit hurt my feelings. Tell your woman that if it really hurt your feelings, my nigga, and sit down and have a conversation about that shit, my nigga. You talking about motherfucking, because don't get it twisted. The heifers was on here talking about being submissive is a superpower. Yeah, she said making them think they really run shit, which is really manipulation, really. But we like it. It's the manipulation that we need. And I think it's the same thing on the other end for men. Like, being vulnerable and shit, it's still a form of manipulation, but in a way that they need, that they would love. That's why women, because women are touchy-feely. And when you always like, all right, go on with that shit, but be a little vulnerable and break down and laugh at the joke and be silly and say some true shit and say how your feelings feel and just be open. I'm telling you, that's the superpowers, bro. That's the superpower. Men, women, they look, man. Y'all gonna have to get my Patreon. There's too much going on. No, in a positive way, yes. No, everything positive. Everything gotta be positive though, man. I'm just saying. Lady P, what's up? Control Freak, what up?
Hi,
Lady P, what's up?
how you doing? I'm good.
I'm all right. Welcome to the Zodiac Show.
Thank you. Hi, everybody.
Hey, and Happy New Year, I guess. I just want to say it again.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Damn.
Happy New Year. I'm so cold already.
So listen, let me ask you this. Are people with parent issues ready for marriage? What do you want to pick up in this relationship? What's up, Mo Better?
Hi, Mo. I definitely feel like it's true that if you're broken and like you come into a marriage or to a relationship, and then because of your brokenness and because of your experiment and because of what you've been through growing up, you kind of tend to accuse the other person for things that they never did to you. They never did that to you. They're not the one who abused you. They're not the one who hurt you. They're not the one who did that shit. But the fact that you're traumatized from that, you see your mate and you think that they might do the same thing to you as it's been done. If your parent, like your parent, bro, the closest person in your life hurt you, imagine what a stranger can do. You know what I mean? And there's no book to parenting. So there's this other thing where it's like this other version where we can't really be mad at our parents because they didn't know how to raise us. There's
Yes.
no book to parenting. You know, it's just you go with the flow. And I mean, I don't have kids. I don't know exactly what it's like, but I can have like an idea. But honestly, having to grow a whole human being into becoming a whole person, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a whole life. And then after that, that human being is gonna go in a society filled with other people that are broken and they're supposed to like make it out there. So definitely coming into a marriage, it's like being in a close relationship. Like I always felt like love is something so beautiful because you meet someone that's a total stranger and you fall in love with themselves and you love them as much as a family member. You get what I mean? And then you create a family with that person.
You don't
And
fuck
then
them though,
y'all,
do you? What do you mean? You say you love them like a like a cousin?
my nigga, don't start with me. I'm talking
Uh,
about like unconditional love type of thing. You know, like accepting, like having to live with that person every day, taking care of them, feeding them, whatever they're going through. If they're sick, you take care of them. That type of love I'm talking about, you know, like the nurturing love.
mm-hmm.
Like you do that with a total stranger. But why you do that? It's because you got to learn. You fell in love with who they are. You love them for who they are, and that makes you want to do that for them. So love is beautiful. But this whole thing you're talking about, them, are we ready for marriage with parent issues? Maybe not, but I don't think anybody's ready for that.
What?
I think it's about I don't think there's a person out there that is like ready for like marriage because life just happened.
Well, I mean, that's a different conversation. But I'm
I don't
saying,
know if you get what I mean. It's like,
no, I do know what you mean. But I'm saying, like, a lot of times when you have parent issues, trauma comes along with that, and
mhm,
trauma has a lot to do with your personality as you grow and your behavior
mhm,
as you grow, and especially your
yeah,
behavior within relationships. So I guess
mhm.
that's kind of how I was like, putting it out there like that as it pertains to a
It's
relation,
true.
trauma. But
It's true.
I'm glad you came on here. I wanted to see where are you at. What's going on though? Would you
I'm
got?
in my room,
What's
another
that?
room.
Is that just a pillow? Do you have on clothes?
I do. I have a one piece,
Okay. Okay.
but I'm cold, so I'm under
Okay. Well, it
my
was
bed.
falling down. I'm like, damn, is her teeth gonna fall out on the goddamn
No, no,
goal
no
line?
clothes on.
What the
No, no,
fuck?
no.
All
See,
right.
okay. I got clothes on today.
Well, it's good to see your face up in here.
Thank you. It's good to see you too.
All right.
But you know what? There's also that thing I wanted to say. It's kind of like, when you drive a car, okay, you prepare, you do you get your license done, you do the course or whatever, then you have your license, you start driving. Then you start driving your car. You did all the preparation in order to drive that car, but you can still have a car accident. You get what I mean? It's the same thing in relationship. You can do all the preparation in order to get in a marriage, but once you're inside that marriage, something can happen that can break it. But what's gonna make it last is how you react to it. How you react to a situation is gonna make the difference of is it gonna last or not,
I
and
agree.
how much love you have for the person, and how much bullshit you're willing to take from that person too.
I
That's
agree.
love. Love is not just the cute little happy face. It's also the I'm a stick by your side when shit is fucked up. That's the love right here. So it's like at the same time, just make sure that you don't you don't go past your own limits, your own personal limits. Like if there's something you cannot deal with, don't force yourself to stay somewhere because it's only gonna make an unhappy marriage and a broken marriage and broken families, and that brings broken children and more broken. So it's just a circle.
Yeah. Well,
you
look, I'm
know
glad you came to talk to me today.
Yes.
Good to
I
see you.
miss you,
Good to
Tara
see you.
Chef. Yo, Chef, when am I gonna see your face on this on the Zodiac show? I haven't. Okay, it's true. I was the one that wasn't been there, but still, I haven't seen you guys in a long time.
Yeah, well, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys.
You be good. Stay here long as you can, all right?
Yeah.
All right. Zodiac show, y'all. Let's go. That's pretty lady P. Turn up. Yo, here we go again, fussing and fighting over some bullshit that you never fixed from a Titan. Listen, I mean, man, what I said, I mean childhood. That's right, I'm from a wild hood. But that other shit make me smack. Look, I ain't with the argue, fussing and fighting, bullshitting and bullshitting, ducking and lighting, but you wouldn't stop it, but you kept bringing it up. All the bullshit we dropped back in the days, you can't fuck, because he touched you when you young, and now you falling asleep at night with a gun. I'm like, bitch, sleep your ass on the couch. And he tried to talk shit and got smacked in the mouth. This is Zodi game, it's the Zodi world. Be careful before you propose to that lonely girl, cause you find out she got issues that you can't fix. I mean, with money and dick, cause truth is that's all that we got. When she got issues with her pops, ain't shit gonna stop. So you best to ask the questions you need to ask before you spend that cash, before you smack that ass, cause before you know it, the kids be growing up. You still fussing and fighting, but she ain't even know. Woo! 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 Hey, caught that motherfucker for a minute though. Hey, hey, caught that motherfucker for him. Chilling and drinking over some bullshit been happening. Now we crying and weeping because you won't call your pops, you won't call your mom, but you pull up at my house with the fucking drama. Damn, I'm trying to sleep, but you like the way I fuck you in the Jeep, girl. You've been loose for years because you don't know your pops. You don't know how to trip when you see a drop. You get the fanning and fading, run up to his car, and before you know it, he packing your ass in the jar. Now you feeling bad, back to the streets, back to your dad, but he ain't calling back. What do? You call him right back, and now you in the back of his Cadillac giving him neck. Damn! But we move on. We got issues, but we move on. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Ooh. Tyler T. Zodiac Show. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather motherfucking be. Hey, 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 hey. He was going, oh my God, man. Juicy, what up?
Yeah, I'm back, man.
Okay, what's up?
Man, I just wanted to say, I don't want nobody to think that I'm a punk ass nigga because I had to put my hands on somebody, a woman
No,
before.
we didn't think you was no punk ass nigga because you
I'm
put
just
your
saying.
hand on somebody. We thought it was a problem because she smacked your ass.
But I just want nobody to think, oh, this nigga didn't hit a woman. Hey, I was defend. I felt defense. I was in the corner. Now you trap a cat in the corner. What's gonna happen?
No, I understand that. I was
I'm
waiting for you
just,
to finish the sentence. You like, man,
yeah,
she just beat
I
that.
didn't want to feel like a punk ass nigga. That's all. I didn't want to really say it.
Now I'm gonna just say this. I ain't judging you. I probably wouldn't
Right.
have punched her, but I choked her up against the window. I definitely would have smashed her
Now we
or hit her.
basically was driving. It wasn't a balled up fist. Cause like I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't think I believe it. When I lived in Atlanta, about in '96, '97, I heard a woman told me if a woman steps into a man's world with a closed fist, smack her out with an open hand. I don't believe that, but that's what a woman taught me, and I don't go by that process, but I wanted to speak on. It was some certain things I wanted to speak on, but like people talking about fathers and stuff like that not being around and kids not catching whiff of it. Like I can actually like what the kind of said. I was a school bus driver for many years, from the age of 22
Here go
to
memory lane.
38. So I seen kids like to this day. I can go to the mall and I can see a kid. I can see a kid that rode my bus for years, and he'd be like, "Man, bus driver, you know, I ain't gonna say I looked up to you, but you were like, you played a role in my life. And it was like, to this day, I can see a kid and they'll say that to me. Like, I got one dude that he a Q dog and he did all this stuff. And, he all in school, went to college. Every time I see him, he tell me how just the ride on my bus was a motivation for his life. And
Yeah,
then
we know you're a good dude, man.
it was a girl. She told me she wanted to just to be successful and get into this and that. She talked to her husband about me all the time. So it was just like I felt like a lot of these kids were missing that father part of their life. And for me, like I said, for me to be a role model to a kid and not and being a role model to a kid and not knowing it. Go ahead.
Are you on the Zodiac show? Yes, sir. And you on that goddamn Zodiac show?
Man, they be calling me, don't be saying nothing after that. Then they be wondering why I don't say nothing back to them.
They just want to hear the show, my nigga. Just leave it on.
Whatever. I'm gonna tell them jump in. I'm trying to go on lunch, but this truck driver moving slow. And then they trying to give me another list to do. Come on, let me get my lunch break in, bro. I'm hungry.
Man, hey, come back, man. We on here, dog.
I know. I'm talking about them, not y'all. I'm on my lunch break now. They just keep trying to give me the juice shit.
All right, I got people in there. I got people in there trying to come in.
They pushing me in my back trying to get back in here. Keep your hands to yourself.
All right, Q. Hey, Q, I got some people in here, man. Holla. Oh, damn, now I done cut him off. I said holla, and now he said something else. You know I ain't no goddamn good. Hey, for real, buddy boy. For real. And I got some people in here. Juicy, did you pop in here? Hey, my bad. That's my nigga. He know I don't cut him off. Zodiac show, y'all. What's up, Miss G? Shut up. Somebody be acting surprised. No, I didn't know he was gonna say nothing else. I was like, Peace King. Honey, don't get caught up in that. Chef, don't get caught up in that. No. There y'all go. God. No, I said, peace, kid. And then he was like, and then he got cut off. It was a delay. See, it's a delay. It's a delay. Mama man. What's up, though? Juicy playing on the phone. Hey, it's such a vibe here. We're about to go to bed in a minute, but this thing, settle y'all down a little bit. Finish that little glass of wine. Finish that blunt, y'all. If y'all can't have them conversations, have them. But you're still responsible, man. When you go into relationships, you're still responsible to be a good person. You're still responsible on being a good person. So when you go into relationships, if you ain't had figured your shit out, don't go putting all that pressure when you know you ain't been dealing with your shit. Don't go putting all that pressure on no man. Fellas, they're gonna put all that pressure on no woman, all that trauma on no woman. Going, getting silent and shit in the corner and don't talk to your woman and shit. And she keeps saying what's wrong and you won't say what's wrong and shit. Don't do that to no woman when you know you ain't dealt with your issue. Yeah, I see you, Juice.
Something's going on my screen. It's like
you can't see me?
I can see you, but it's like half of my screen is cut off. It says request to be in the live video. Anyway.
Damn. Now, I know your ass ain't in no motherfucking car.
Yeah, I came back. I
You like
came
I'm
back
out of here.
home.
You like I'm out of there. Listen, ooh, I'm out of there. She got a little piece. She knows a weed. She kept a piece in the car. I'm telling you, fellas, if they smoke, they keep a piece in the car.
Oh, I keep
Juicy,
me
what's
some
up?
shit.
What you want to speak on?
I keep me some blunts rolled up. I don't wait on nobody else to roll up. When I'm
Listen,
ready to smoke, I smoke.
what?
I'm
Tell
waiting
me,
on you to
what
come to
did you want?
Charlotte so I can smoke with you.
All right, for sure. You already know that's easy call. So,
So, what I wanted to speak on more freely now.
oh, this is what we
um,
gonna do? Oh, this how we gonna? Okay, cool. This how we gonna do it. Fine.
oh shit.
Now go. Now what?
So the fact that I didn't, I blamed it on years on the fact that I went through a promiscuous stage because I didn't have a father. I used to blame that on that. You know what I'm saying? Like always looking for validation from a man or love from a man or attention from a man. I went through that earlier on.
Right now,
But there comes a
how
time
did
when
you
you have
end?
to stop being a victim. You know what I'm saying? You have to grow up. And
Well,
like,
what was the
this is what I
changing
want to
point for
be?
you? What was the changing point for you?
Because I wasn't being satisfied. I mean, I was seeing, different dudes or whatever, but I was still empty at the end of the day. Like I wasn't like I enjoyed the sex, I enjoyed the time we had together, but it just wasn't filling me up. It wasn't enough.
No pun intended.
Right. Right.
But at the end of the day, what do you? So you don't remember a specific moment, a specific relationship, a specific. You know what I mean? When you was like, you know what, this ain't it. I'm not gonna be that particular way anymore.
Um, yeah, it was after I had my first son.
Perspective change
Yeah.
or opportunity. Well, I guess you always got
Um,
opportunity. Excuse my French.
we all family here, and honestly, I'm as real as it comes, and I don't really give a fuck. I'm human, and I made mistakes, so I didn't know who my son's father was, my oldest son's father.
Right.
I had just got out of a relationship with the dude that turned out to be his father. I just found out he was gay. You know what
I
I'm
remember you
saying?
said that. No, I remember. I think I remember you
Yep.
mentioning that. Go ahead. Yeah.
Couple days later, I slept with a dude I work with, and that's out of character for me because I'm one dick at a time type of chick. Like I don't. If I'm fucking with a dude, I'm fucking with that dude only.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that was out of character for me. And then when that happened, then I got pregnant. I'm like, fuck.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
not to put trifling on trifling, I told both of them the truth. Because I'm not gonna be one of those girls who's out here trying to get money from both sides and playing them and like, oh, it's yours, it's definitely yours, and you just don't play with people like that.
Yeah.
So I fucked up. So I had to be woman enough to admit that I fucked up.
How did that
You
go?
know, so the dude that I was with, the gay dude, he was like, yeah, well, we'll just get a paternity test or whatever. We weren't together anymore. The dude that I slept with, that I worked with, he was like, I hope it is mine. I want to take care of him. And then when we got the DNA test, it turned out to be the gay dudes. I took the DNA test up to the other dudes to the job, and he ripped it up, didn't even look at it. And he was like, I don't want to see that. He's my son. I'm going to take care of him.
Is that how it
And
went?
he, say it again?
I said, is that how it went thereafter?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. He would
Do you
call
talk
me
to
and
his
say,
pops?
well, his real father is dead. The one
Oh,
that was
sorry to hear that.
biologically his. Yeah. But the other dude, you know what I'm saying? He up until my son turned 18, he would call me and say, hey, come up here on Thursday or come up here on Friday and get this money.
Mm-hmm. That's
Good
real talk. Yeah.
dude. You know what I'm saying? But that was a turning point for me. I was like, yo, I can't be in a situation like this again. Because this is not me. This is not who I am.
Right. And you identified that. When did you connect it to the way you were raised?
Because I was always looking for that
I was at what
attention
point
from
did, about when did you connect and say, you know what, that's what that was?
yeah, shortly after, while I was pregnant, when I was
Oh, wow.
sober, because before I got pregnant, I was drinking. I was drinking like Paul Masson every day and shit. That bottom shelf, getting drunk and getting high and just doing. The Lord slowed me down when He gave me my son.
Word up.
You know, but when I was sober and had time to reflect, I was like, there's a reason why you're just accepting just anything from these men. Where you're just accepting the least that they have to give, which is they dick.
Because it's more than what your pops gave
Well, yeah, the time,
at the time.
the attention, because women will front and say, "Oh, I don't, fuck that. I don't want attention from a man." I'm not like that. I enjoy attention in the company of a man.
Mm-hmm.
Not every man, but when I vibe with somebody, when I find somebody that I vibe with, like your boy. I mean, he's intelligent. You know what I'm saying? He's got his own business. He's got his own crib. He's got custody of his child. Good dude.
Yeah. Hell yeah. No, I respect that. I appreciate your conversation and your candor, uh, on this shit because because guess what? What you speaking about, other people are listening to like, damn, I know something about that in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But you know how we get down the here, we talk about it. But
Well, people be embarrassed, but everybody's got a past, whether you want to, admit to it or not.
oh hell yeah, like not know, especially when it comes to stuff like not knowing who the child father is. Like everybody in here knows somebody. If it ain't them, either not knowing their father or not knowing who their kid's father is. We all know something about that. So
I know two
you know,
bitches right now that's got a baby by a side dude, and they married, and the husband has no idea. But in either situation,
so what? She just gonna what she thinks she about to just do
yeah, just not tell him shit.
and just have a baby?
Yeah, and then she stopped messing. The one girl stopped messing with the side dude, so the side dude don't even know about the kid.
Yeah,
Just trifling, you know what I'm saying? Like
but
I
at some
refuse to
point
be
they
that way.
damn. Yeah, but your kid's grown. You gotta. How old is your
Oh
youngest
yeah,
kid?
he'll be 15 in February.
Oh yeah, you cruising and shit. That's why your nails be done. You like, girl, them motherfuckers better do what the fuck they
Right,
gonna
they
do. Make
grown.
my
They better
shit itch.
fix their own dinner.
I'm getting these. Y'all can eat them Pop Tarts in there with the mashed potatoes, and I'm going to fuck
But real
to bed.
quick, I know it's the end of the night and everything, and you
What's
get ready to
up?
get off. But what do you think? Do you think a mama's boy falls under mama's issue, like mama issues?
Yes,
Okay, Kev.
100%.
So I, the way a man treats his mother is generally a sign of how he's going to treat women. Okay,
Yeah.
generally, not all the time. But there's a fine line. Like, I cannot stand a mama's boy. Like, you gotta consult with your mama on everything.
Yicky. But you know what? But here's why though. Here's why. I wanted to speak to that because a lot of times I have no problem. I think single women are amazing. Those that have to do it are strong. And it's unfortunate necessarily that you have to be a single mom, but it is what it is. I mean, people can do it. They do it all the time.
Right.
However, I think when it comes to, boys, women, we have to stop coddling our boys. No matter
Agreed.
how much you love them, no how you have to because these are the boys that are gonna grow up and date the women, right? And they're gonna want to treat their women the same way you treat. You know what I'm saying? They want to have the same relationship with them that they have with you. I say what I want to say, do what I want to do, make me something to eat, clean up where I eat. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And when you like
Mhm.
that and he can do no wrong, he's going to date a woman and feel that he can do no wrong because he always got a woman to tell him you right. It's like, that right there is not good. That's trauma, if you ask me. And
Mhm.
those are mommy issues. Those are mommy issues, period. and you go into these, ain't nobody never told you no different because your mama tell you everything you do is right and every bitch you come across ain't enough. So that's how you operate. That's your edge on every relationship. Hell, I can't lose. My mama say, you know what I'm saying? So
Right. Or my mama say, I'm too good for y'all. Ain't none of y'all bitches good enough for me. You know, I mean, and regardless, and that's how you feel, because when it's your son, I have 2 sons, so I know the love that a mom has for her sons. But I'm going through something right now with my mom because my son just turned 18 in July. So he, you know, hangs out with his friends and things like that. And, you know, he still lives with me, so he's respectful. And he's like, Mom, I'm going here, blah, 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 you know.
yeah.
So whatever. But my mama, instead of calling him, she blows up my phone. Is he home yet? Where's he at? What he's doing? Blah, blah. I said, Ma, he's 18 years old. Let that boy live. You know what I'm saying? He's a good kid. He don't do drugs. You know what I'm saying? He don't get into no shit. He's never given me no problems.
Yeah.
But I'm not the one that's putting the full court press on him. She is.
Your mom.
Yes.
She probably wanted to put the full court press on you.
She did. I'm the only girl and I'm the baby.
Yeah.
So I was spoiled rotten. You know what I'm saying? And
So,
she
damn,
did.
he probably like, fuck.
My mama was strict as hell. But so I'm not really like that. I mean,
She
like I
being
said,
a
he's a
daddy.
good.
She being a daddy vibe. She being somewhat of a stern, like dad type. Cause you know he needs that. Somebody to tell him. Somebody that's 18 is grown, but not for real. Actually, for a man, 18, 19, 20, and 21 is a stupid year. That doesn't mean he's not a good kid. I'm not saying that. And that he does
Right, and
drugs.
he's gonna experiment and do like, okay. So for instance, the other night, I didn't hear from him, and it was like really late,
Yeah.
and I hadn't heard. I got a text or anything from him, so I texted him and he didn't respond. So I called him and I was like, "You good?" And he picked up. When he picked up the phone, he tried to act like he was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my child. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So he's like,
Period.
hello. He's like, hello. And I'm like, "You good?" And he was like, "Yeah, I was asleep." I said, "Okay." I said, "You spend the night over your people's house?" And he was like, "Yeah. Um, he's already asleep. He's really tired." And I'm like, "Okay, you know, I let it ride, whatever." I said, "All right, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow, blah, blah, blah." So the next day, I took him to breakfast, and he was like, "Yeah, Mom, we were drinking over there last night." I mean, he told me everything.
Right.
And I'm glad that he was responsible enough to be in a situation where he wasn't out driving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They was at
Yeah.
homeboy's apartment, and I was like, I asked him what he was drinking. He said tequila.
Now
I'm
you
like, boy, you starting off strong out this bitch, but
tequila. But listen, let me just say this though, because you are as open as you are a fast talker. And if I miss something, I just miss something.
I'm high too. Sorry, I talk fast and shit
If
when
I
I be
miss
high.
something,
My
then I
bad.
just miss something. Cause I'm like, did you say you was like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. You was like, cause you was like, he was over his boy house. His old, okay. And he was, okay. All right. You talking fast in a motherfucker, G. God damn.
But
I'm
yeah,
like,
but
wait,
anyway,
yeah.
he came to me and told me, what it was and everything. But I don't know. He doesn't really have that father figure in his life. So I don't want to create mommy issues where I'm like coddling him,
You not coddling him though. You
or
ain't
I'm being
coddling
like
him.
a helicopter mom and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, you not. No, you not. Like, nah, you not. Cause he 18. You still need to be like, yo. And this is just me talking. I ain't telling you what to do with your people, but I'm saying
Right.
like, as young men, we are 18, but we still stupid, right? So
Right.
we are.
He
And
is. He
and,
is.
and if there is no father figure, then that's the situation. That means you don't have to be like checking on him all day, but every now and then we need to be in direct contact, right? Like for a
Right.
situation like that, I would have probably told my son, hey, look, you got to tap in. Like, you got to let me know what's going on. Like, I
Right.
hit you. You got to hit me back ASAP. We got to be like that. If nothing else but the communication above everything else going in your life, when this number hit, you must drop it and hit me back.
Right, right.
Because I can't
That's why when
control
I
you as an
called him,
adult.
yeah, that's why when I called him after I texted him and I didn't hear back from him, after a period of time, and I called him, that's why he picked up that phone, because we've had that conversation before.
Oh.
He's been out with his friends and like ignoring my calls. So I told him, I said, well, I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and stop paying your phone bill since I'm not a priority when I call your phone. I said, I told you I got that phone so I could get in touch with you. If I can't get in touch with you, then what the hell I'm paying the phone bill for?
Right.
So ever since we had that conversation, his ass picks up that phone.
For real, no, straight up. He got to, because when they become adults, Juicy, you can't really chase them. Their world is a lot faster than yours, a lot more secretive than yours. So look, I can't tell you what to do, but if I text you, text me back. If I call you, if you can't pick up, send me a text or whatever the case may be. Answer my calls, because I'm not gonna blow you up. I'm not here to blow you up. I know you a young man. I ain't gonna blow your phone up, dog. Do you? But check this out. When pops hit you, pick up. Text me back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. But never that one time. But I think you breaking up, Juicy. Damn. Oh. Well, yeah, she breaking up. She was breaking up for a while before they be told. All right. She talking about COVID. You know what? My goodness. Topa. Let's see what it do. They cut off. They shut down. Yeah.
Good evening.
Topa, what's up? Welcome to the Zodiac Show.
All right. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's a little dark. Have you ever been on before?
I have once.
Oh, okay. How are you?
And only because you have such interesting topics that you're like, you have to join.
Well, I'm glad. You have an accent. Where are you at?
I'm in Canada, Toronto.
Hey, turn up. And what's your sign? Tell everybody what your zodiac sign is.
I am a Libra.
Libra. Oh my goodness, you Libras. All right. So check this out. You here? What did you want to pick up in this conversation?
So we were just talking about parenthood, right? And clearly, obviously, I came from two parents, and I have 4 kids myself, so I'm a parent. And just like, I think like with parenthood, like the dynamics of parenting is also, that really matters. Like I said this before, like I grew up here in Canada, but from an African descent. So my parents' dynamic, they didn't understand where I was coming from. And my mom came here as a single mom. Like my dad was still alive when she came here, but she was basically raising us on her own, even though he was helpful financially and whatnot.
Right.
So but growing up here in the dynamics of North America and like how she grew up is way different. And so now me having my kids, I have teenage sons. I have big sons. Same like her. She said 17-year-old. I'm listening to this conversation. I'm like, all too familiar.
Really now. I love it. I love it.
All too familiar. So anyways, it's just about balancing. And I pray for our future generation, but it's just about balancing. So I feel like with my kids, I can relate to them more only because I grew up here. So I can understand that whole, okay, people smoke weed, especially in Canada. Weed was legal long time ago.
Let me ask you this though. Now
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I want to make sure that you gave me this answer.
Okay.
Are people with parent issues ready for marriage?
Depending on how you dealt with it.
Have you dealt with it yet?
No, because for me personally.
Oh no, I wasn't asking that question. I was saying, is that what I wasn't asking if you dealt with it, because I'm not assuming that you had issues.
Yeah.
I'm not assuming that you had issues.
Okay, no, but no, because you have to deal with it. So some people, like, because remember, parents are the ones that Like, they are the tree that water you. They're the ones that brought you into this earth. They're the ones that teach you. So we're all animals just learning from them, from their behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
if my parents, like, they show me a certain structure, or, you know, and that they have that expectations from me, that's what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
Right. So,
Yeah.
and like, same, like, if kids grow up with a parent that was a drug addict, and it's normal for them to see that in their society, they will grow up with that kind of issue. Or if they grew up with a like an abusive parent, or, you know, they will grow up with that kind of mental thought, because that's normal to them.
Okay.
Like, I'm not saying that happens 90%, but you have to deal with it, like, to know better.
Absolutely. I'm feeling
Right.
that.
So,
You have an
yeah.
interesting perspective too. I'm glad this is your first time here. If it's your second time, I want you to come back. I like your conversation.
Yeah.
All
So,
right. Appreciate you.
no worries.
Zodiac Show. Let's go, y'all. Canada in the building. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Listen, y'all. Everybody say good night. Everybody say good night to everybody. Everybody get up out of here. You ain't got to go to bed. But we getting up out of here. Everybody say good night to everybody. Miss G, I see you be popping up in here late, girl. But what's up? Tara T, what's up? Tara T, I was just on a turnaround. I was just up there and came up in Vegas and came back. Sage Brown, what's up? Y'all get some sleep. Don't forget, January 15th, I will be in Tempe, Arizona. Check my page for the details. March 5th through 7th, I will be in Atlanta. Y'all get some sleep. Jay Dilla, peace. Jumpman, Skin So Smooth. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for everybody that showed me love in my cash apps. I will soon get my badges together and we can kick it like that. But thank y'all so much for the love and support. Make sure y'all follow my YouTube channel. This was a dope show. I will be posting on my YouTube channel. It really helps me out a lot. When y'all take my videos, these shows right here, they'll be on my YouTube. When y'all take them and share them to your Facebook page. Take them and share them to your Facebook page and put the topic with it. That helps out the show a lot. When y'all take it off the YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel. Take them off my YouTube channel. Put it on your Facebook page. Right? That's love. Do that. Q Go Hard, appreciate you popping in off from work as usual. It's Kevin Tate. Just type in Kevin Tate on YouTube. If y'all see one of the shows, this show will be up. If y'all see one of the shows, pull it off, share it on your Facebook, and have folks view it from your Facebook. That's what I want to do and comment like that. That's so much love and support. I appreciate that. Jump Man, I saw you in the comments today, bruh. You was dealing with some real shit, bruh. But thank y'all so much for so much support and fucking with the Zodiac Show. This thing is real. I will be coming to your city, y'all. Let me tell you, we everywhere. We got Zodies everywhere. You understand? I'm gonna be making I'm gonna try to make a Zodiac map and see where we at. God, Jack, good conversation today in the comments. Boy, you gotta pop in. Now you came to the Zoom. Now you gotta pop in on the live. But yeah, just go to my YouTube channel, Kevin Tate. Search for Forever Lover Genuine. I appreciate that hate and that love. Come on. Turn up and see where we at. Where we at on that damn map. Zodies everywhere. Q Go Hard. What colors you need, baby boy? They look like this. What colors you need? Any flavor, man? Let me know. They look just like this. I got you. Appreciate that support for the merch. All day. Mo Better, Syracuse, New York. What's up? Turn up. Day one, for real. So much love, so much support. When y'all share them videos, that's so much love, so much support. I appreciate y'all. Tell somebody to tell somebody else. Show of the year, Zodiac Show. Come on, for real. Episode 281. Yeah. Come on, Mo Better. Love you too, boo. Charlotte, I'm on the way. Yes, sir. I'm coming to AZ January 15th. Rob Love, Tempe, Brown. Yes, got both of those. No place I'd rather be. Shout out Pure Honey, Key Epic. I see you. Get on your Facebook. Shout out to Key Epic. Y'all make sure y'all go follow his movement. Come on, y'all. Y'all are a part of the show of the year. All y'all day ones, day twos, day threes, day steals. Y'all are a part of the show of the year. This is the show of the year. The Zodiac Show is the show of the year. This is the show of the year. Come on. Catch me in ATL, God, Uptown Comedy Theater. Yes, yes. Turn up. Yo, good night, y'all. Y'all get some sleep. Zodiac Show. Peace.